This is Air Tiki 921 crew member Lisa Brightwell. As this is a shoeless flight to a barefoot destination, the crew will move through the aisles to collect all remaining footwear for immediate and permanent disposal. Thank you for your cooperation and for listening.
Arrived at your destination. Welcome to paradise. This is the Tiki Man, and it is time for the show. Sit back and relax, have some fun with us, jump in the YouTube chat, and be a part of the show. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com. Your happy place, baby. Rise and shine. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. Let's get this day started off right, shall we? Here we go.
Now, friends, let me tell you about this cat that I once met. Smooth talker with an export cigarette. I don't believe I ever saw him without a cocktail in his hand. No one swings his on to the big band voodoo band. Yeah! hitting on his hand. And no one swings us on to the big band voodoo band. Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Sue. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rise and shine, everybody. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. The chocolate bar is open for business. I got the beautiful hippie chick right by my side.
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing this morning?
Fantastic.
Looking marvelous.
Thank you.
B-Dog back in the house.
Let's go racing, boys.
Boy, I'm telling you, I've been looking forward to this all year long. Fly's in the house.
I'm here again. Thank you.
Glad to have you. We got everybody out in the chocolate bar with Uncle Alex and Larice, the beautiful Larice. And, yeah, we're going to have the Daytona 500 party and get to see my little granddaughter today, it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's always good. So, yeah, we're going to get ready to rock and roll. And we got the new Almanac and we got the new JBL Travel Minute coming up. All right, you ready to go? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Sue. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. Yeah, we all wanna know.
Woo-wee. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station. Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios in beautiful Harrison Bay, to the backyard in Valley Center, Kansas, and to all of our friends up in Canada at the Rockin' Woods Tiki Bar. That, of course, is Verona Corona, who's down in Mexico. And, of course,
going snorkeling today.
Going snorkeling. I finally got the video she's been promising us. Finally got it last night. And here's a tip for everybody. Okay, if you're going to take a video, turn your phone sideways.
Yeah.
Turn your phone sideways. You know, I know.
It shows up better
I know. Yeah, if you were born before the 60s. Yeah. All right. If you take a picture sideways, you get the whole picture.
Yeah.
That's the way the new technology works. But anyway, I was able to put it together and make it work, and we're going to play that on the show. So you know what? And I was thinking about it when I was putting it together. You know, any of you can send us a video, turn your phone sideways, and say, hey, we're here with our friends or whatever at our bar or whatever, and I'll put that in and we can play it during the show. That'd be great. I can also turn it into a shout-out for you, just like I did Verona Corona.
Yeah.
So, but good morning to our producer, Monica, who is always listening, and vacuum cleaner Tom, who is always working. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing fabulous. He's been shoveling snow to the point where they have no more room to put it. Shovel it where? Where do you want me to put it? Okay, it's higher than my head, the snow drifts are, and it's up above the windows. They got one road, one lane. So, you know, if you meet a car, somebody's got to pull into somebody's driveway, and hopefully you can get back out of it if you're going to go further. And she hadn't been out of the house in a week. So, hope you guys. All I know is I tell her every Sunday morning we're one day closer to spring and one day closer to Costa Rica. So hang in there, you know. And good morning to Tinkerbell and everybody in Canada. The BAR in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Bodyguard Ambassador Retreat, and of course that is our ambassador of all great things, Michelle Myers. And, of course, Tim is a little bit under the weather this morning.
Yeah.
He's not feeling too well.
It's going around.
So hope he gets to feeling better. God, don't let nothing happen to him, okay? Because if I leave the country without him, something bad's going to happen. So give him plenty of soup, chicken noodle soup, whatever he wants, okay? Take care of him. The Beers and Bones patio here in Harrison Bay, that, of course, is the home of the Goldens. And, of course, the Golden Girl with the good smelling hair. Yeah, and the grill master himself, Mr. Golden. Good, happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous. Hope to see you guys in a little bit. The cabin up north, the Brap Shack and Deer Lodge. We should call it the Snow Lodge because that's what it's been. Those guys have been getting and, of course, they just like, bring it on. Bring it on! As long as the snowmobile don't get covered up and buried in the snow, they're good. I don't guess that ever really happens, but how does that work?
I just got a picture, oh my God, from Tinkerbell. And my God, look at this. Look at that snow.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that snow. I know you can't.
The camera's over here. There we go.
I know you guys can't see that. It's too far away, but
Well, Moni commented when you said, where do you put the snow? Her comment was, I'd like to show our mayor where to put it.
but look at this shoveling off the roof.
That's like
That's
3 feet of snow on the roof.
Yeah. That's dangerous.
Hell, that looks more like 6 foot of snow on the roof.
That's dangerous.
Crazy.
You know, the roof only holds so much.
That's right. I know.
So
That's why they're
lot
up
of
there
weight.
shoveling it off.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And let's see here. So yeah, you guys, the cabin queen and what are we calling him? Snowmobile Bob or what are we calling him? Bobsled Bob. Bobsled Bob. Yeah. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday to you guys. They love the snow, and that's what they get. That's why they have a cabin there. You know.
Yeah.
So, so happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. That is Jinx Creek Retreat, home of Mo and the Mystery Man. And, of course, the Mystery Man is in the Witness Protection Program. He's not allowed to have anything to do with Tiki Man Radio because
That's right.
all of our adoring fans would know where he's at, and then
I love Ocean Isle.
they would come pick him up. So, we just can't do it. The Treetop Flowers Patio and Tiki Bar located over in Queen City, North Carolina, home of Angela and Marty Gentry. Good morning to you guys. Rick and Pat's Backyard Oasis in Williamsport, Maryland, home of Rick the Stick, the One-Eyed Bandit, and, of course, Shy Patty. Happy Sunday to you guys. I hope you're doing fabulous. The northern headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, that is the Paradise Way Tiki Bar up in Indiana, home of Ed the Train Man. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go.
I did the same thing the other night. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah, Ed the Train Man, and, of course, Pat, our picture girl, his beautiful wife, and, of course, all the grandkids, the conductors, and everybody. So happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. The Beachy Shell Hideaway in beautiful Key West. That is B-Man and Michelle down in Key West, Florida. That is where we hang our hats. Luckily, we have a place to hang our hats because, it's important. We got a place to stay when we go down there.
Yeah,
and,
it
of
is.
course, that is the Beachy Shell Studios of Tiki Man Radio and B-Man and Michelle. And I think they're getting ready to go back up to Orlando.
Well, good.
They got,
The House of Mouse.
well, it's time to go to Disneyland. There's only so much Star Trek you can watch. You got to take a break from that and then go to Disneyland.
I don't get how. I've never been to Disney, but I have a cousin who's the same thing. It's like that's their vacation every year.
Don't
and
go.
It's like, how many times can you go to Disney before you get bored?
I love the Epcot. There, you can find all kinds of
Really?
cool things at the Epcot. The Epcot Center is really
I
cool.
think after the
I was there when it
24th time
opened.
you've been there, you've done it all.
I would think too.
I remember when I was a kid and it opened, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And they were hydroponically growing tomatoes, and I was just like, man, this is cool.
Well,
It's all science and then a culture around the world, and I love that stuff.
Well, I've been to all of them, and I haven't missed anything. So, of course, we were there for, weeks at a time for meetings and whatnot. Got to have plenty of meetings. No matter what era of the time that you've been around, somebody's got to have a meeting. And, of course, it was nice to be able to go to all these resorts and and all that stuff, but kind of lose its luster after a while. Now, Universal Studios is not Disney World, right?
No,
Yeah.
That's completely separate.
But I
do
enjoyed
like that too because they got Harry Potter over there.
Well, I like the Tower of Terror.
Yeah. It's there.
It's a Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Thing, and you go up in an elevator, and you're in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool. They were going to close it down a few years ago, but people raised hell and they left it open. So that's good. That's good. So let's see here. Pondfront Patio in Ottawa. That is B-Dog and Lou, home of the Legend Studio. And glad you have you guys back in the studio this morning. Lake Music over in Harrison Bay. That, of course, is Flaz, the big house on the hill, and Larice. That's Larice's house.
That's right.
Flaz is just the maintenance guy. The Southwest Florida Daddy-O the Southwest Florida Daddy-O Patio of the Seaside She Shed.
All right.
That, of course, is Beth Travers and Dave Signs. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing fabulous. I see Beth Travers out on the chat there, and she's in the video. We're going to be playing a Corona and the gang down in Mexico. The comeback Tiki Hut up in Minnesota, that's where you'll find the best mimosas on Sunday morning. You betcha. Shelley Forsythe and the crew. A Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee, home of our good friends David and Gina. Good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. The Tiki Balcony over in Sweden, Malmo, Sweden.
That's
to be
right.
exact. And, of course, that is the Swedes. And good afternoon to you guys. Hope you're doing good. And JoJo's Northeast Sea Shack in Manfred, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. The JoJo's. And, of course, Tiki Man Radio is streaming live on the Camys Grammy live cam. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell there for all the notifications so you know when we are live. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. I can't tell you how important that is to our YouTube availability. All right, so please do that. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram. You can download the free Tiki Man Radio app. Free in a world where everything is crazy and expensive and everybody complains about everything. It's free and always been free. Download the free app and for your Android and Apple and take it with you everywhere you go. And we're also streaming on 26 other platforms out there. And, we did have some breaking news this week.
That's right.
Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, breaking news from the Tiki Man Radio headquarters of Harrison Bay. Tiki Man Radio is finally, after a long 3-year period, trademarked. So, yeah, we finally got our trademark, and so that's all good for us. And I got to teach these guys how to do it on their keyboards.
Yeah.
But you'll see it on the YouTube channel. If you look on our channel right now, it's already in there under the name. And so that's fantastic news. Can't tell you what it means. Nothing to anybody but me.
It means a lot to me.
I told her about it. I said, I'm so excited. We finally got the trademark came through, and she said, that's great. Listen, will you take out the garbage? I'm like, okay, fine.
I didn't say any of that. I said that's exciting news.
Nobody else cares. Nobody else cares. But anyway, let's see here. We are not on Twitter. We are on Blue Sky, though. Blue Sky's out there. We got an account over there. And
what's that? Never heard of that.
It's the alternative to Twitter. So
I love Blue Sky. Great.
And LinkedIn. We've been on LinkedIn forever.
I'm on Blue Sky and Substack.
I'm not on Substack, but
I like Substack.
There's so many of them out. I can't keep up with all of them.
Well, I got to tell you, man, social media is a full-time job for me. And
it is. People. There are people out there that do social media 24 hours a day. Yeah.
I got about 5 full-time jobs. So, anyway, let's take care of our 10 o'clock sponsors. Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man is streaming live on the Camys Grammy live cam. Camys Grammy is the official sign company of Tiki Man Radio. If you're looking for a special sign for your event, your tiki bar, or just your backyard, or maybe you just want a flamingo in your backyard, reach out to Camys Grammy. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the banner for Camys Grammy. Camys Grammy live cam, the official live cam of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. Reif Rum is made with a sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reif Rum, sweet and smoky for the wise. Reif Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio.
Hello everyone, this is Tiki Jane and I would like to tell you about my sponsor, Castaway Sauce Company, for my show, the Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac. That airs each Sunday during Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, where I take you back in time with history of the world and Tiki Man Radio. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce from Castaway Sauce Company. With a variety of different flavors to choose from and a wide range of spice levels, they have the perfect hot sauce for you. From Mango Chipotle, a lower heat sauce with a touch of sweetness, to Blackbeard's Revenge, the flagship sauce of Castaway. Delicious but deadly, and not for the faint of heart, Castaway Sauce Company is sure to satisfy your desire for great hot sauce. Visit their website, castawaysaucecompany.com, and order yours today. Tune in each Sunday for the Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac with me, Tiki Jane, and learn more about Castaway Sauce Company, world history, and Tiki Man Radio. Until next time, this is Tiki Jane. I'll see you on the radio.
If you're looking for a true coastal Americana troubadour and a legendary singer, then look no further than Silver Buckle recording artist Chris Bellamy. Chris can be found playing down in the Keys and all over Florida. And now you can go to his website, chrisbellamy.com, and click on his events page and find out where he's playing at next. Are you looking for the next artist to book for your place who can bring in the crowds? Then look no further than Chris Bellamy. Go to chrisbellamy.com and book Chris today, or find out where he's playing. Chris Bellamy, a true coastal Americana legend.
Do you remember who told us?
Chris Bellamy.
Do you remember who hooked us up with Chris Bellamy to begin with? I do.
I want to say Key West Chris.
No.
No, it was
Steve Crago.
Steve Crago.
Secret agent man. He said, you guys need to go over to the Hog's Breath. And that's when, remember when we went and met him for the first time? We've been good friends ever since.
Chris calls me periodically every week or so, every other week at least. He is a busy man. He's playing 2 or 3 gigs a day, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Steve Corrego. This was back when Steve Corrego was our...
He was our videographer.
He was our videographer before we had a videographer.
That's right. And he put all his videos for our showcase on YouTube.
I remember him coming up to me at the Tiki House and says, "Hey, man, have you heard about this new thing called YouTube?"
Yeah, man, that was cool. And he
I
has,
ain't
he
got
still
time
has,
for all that.
All those videos are still out there.
I'm like, I ain't got time for all that. Now look at me.
Now look at you.
Yeah, and but
for real.
But yeah, Chris had told me about Chris Bellamy.
Yes.
A long time ago, but we never got hooked up when we were in Key West at the same time. So.
That's right.
But Chris and Janet are really good friends of ours, and I just love those guys, and I just love talking to them every once in a while. So
absolutely.
There we go. All right, who we got out there today, Hippie Chick?
All right. Well, first of all, we've got Alan Jax Bowers chiming in, saying hello. Good morning.
And I think they were just at Disneyland.
They were.
Okay.
Hey, I love Disney.
Well, listen, you and Michelle ought to go.
Yeah.
B-Man should come up here, and then you and Michelle should go to Disneyland.
Well, maybe he enjoys it too and just won't tell you.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know. I think he likes it about as much as he likes going to the doctor.
I don't know. He dresses up in costume for it.
He does the whole shebang. He'll dress up. And
I've seen him with his mouse ears on.
Sometimes you have to put up with things, whether you want to or not, So, but anyway.
I don't know if that's true. I think he enjoys it himself. But so good morning to Alan Jax Bowers, and good morning to our good buddy Dan Ware and Rachel.
Good morning.
And we have a special shout out this morning. Their granddaughter Mackenzie spent the night last night and is watching this morning. So hello, Mackenzie.
Well, good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, good morning. Happy Sunday. We got Maureen Weeha out there. We got Mo.
Morning, Mo.
She is saying hello.
And the mystery man. We can't call him by his own name.
That's right. I wouldn't know it if I...
Well, we're not allowed to. He's not allowed to have anything to do with Tiki Man Radio. So,
And then,
I picture him like Wilson. Even if you got to go see him face to face, he'd be hiding behind the fence.
yeah.
yeah, Wilson.
That's okay.
And good morning to Donna and Bob Cummings. They are out there.
Hey, guys.
Good
They got
morning.
lots of snow, lots of snow.
Yeah, they do. Happy Sunday to you.
We got Verona Corona, who is out going. She is going to be going out snorkeling today.
Good morning.
We got Axie Lynn and Brad is out there, and we will get to see them today with Ellie Faye.
Yes. Well, good morning to you. And don't let the sunshine hurt you guys. Probably not going to be a problem today.
Yeah. And then we got the rock star Beth Travers is out there, and she said she'll be checking in, but it's Crazy Fest weekend.
Oh, yeah. They had the whole Valentine's Day thing that Mac Martin came up to us. Hey, man, we got this Trot Rock Festival going on. When is it? Valentine's Day weekend? I'm like, Valentine's Day weekend? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sounds good, man.
All right. And then we've got our good buddy Edward Contreras and Pat Contreras. They are out there saying
Good morning.
Our wonderful friend and awesome musician, Marty Nickel, is out there, and he is going to be playing at the summer party this year. I'm so excited.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then we got Mark Mulch, who is also going to be playing.
Mark's
coming down.
going to bring some of his
party.
band members. We got to figure out the whole lineup there, who's going to be playing and when, and all that stuff, But we'll get it all worked out.
Let's see. Then we got the captain, Tammy Creech, is out there. Good morning
to you, sweetheart.
We've got Frank Goddard is out there. Good morning.
Morning, Frank.
Jason Whitler's out there.
Morning.
And let me see here. Let me go back up to the top. And we got Marty and Angela Gentry are out there. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday to you.
Barry D is out there chiming in.
Morning, brother.
Jason Whitler is out there.
Morning.
Now, let's see who's over here on this. We got the beautiful Reese, who is here in the chocolate bar, and she is saying good morning. And
Good morning.
Suzanne Govan, she is saying happy Sunday morning, sunnish. Shush. Okay. And then we've got Manny Rico.
Rico Suave.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
I love that. That's pretty good. Our good friend from Panama, the country of Panama, Lauren Davidson.
Morning to
is
you,
out
brother.
there. Good morning to you. And Josh Clark and Chelsea are out there. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday to you.
We got the awesome book author, Mr. Chip Bell, is out there.
Man, the legendary. You really need to put in there the
legend.
legendary Chip Bell, Arthur. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning to you, sir.
We've got Kevin and Angel Phelps out there. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
And we've got Graham Andrews.
I really want to thank Kevin and they always, if they're coming right to any event or whatever, they always say, "What do you want us to bring?"
I know. They're so
really
sweet.
appreciate that.
They're so sweet.
Yeah.
We got Graham Andrews and Nicole Reed is out there. And
morning.
they're saying hello. We got Angela Greenham. Miss Sully Greenham is out there.
Good morning.
Good morning to all. I think that's about it on Facebook.
All right. Well, listen, all of you that are out on YouTube right now, please hit the like button. Certainly appreciate that. Who we got out there?
Well, of course, we mentioned Mo, but that she's out there. But she says she's moving and shaking this morning. She's driving, so she's just listening today. So.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Let's see. Patty with an eye is out there saying good morning, Tiki family.
Good morning to you, sweetheart.
Uncle Alex is out at the bar saying good morning.
Yeah, trying to sell some of dead people's clothes.
Your favorite person, the Golden Girls out there saying spring is getting closer.
I can't wait, too, man. it was kind of nice this week. Really nice.
It's going to freeze every night this coming week.
Yeah, hush.
I'm ready for the. I'm ready for
There you go.
Hush your mouth.
Yeah, nothing to look forward to.
Return of the sunshine. We need that.
Yeah.
If you enjoy this week, well, it's over with. Flaz the weatherman has told you it's going to be freezing. So,
Good morning
down.
to the beautiful Sean Crawley.
Hello,
Talk about
sweetheart.
a ray of sunshine.
Good morning to you, sweetheart.
Teresa Arnold's out there saying good morning from Virginia Beach.
Hello, darling.
And let's see who else we have here. Of course, Jody. Camys Grammys is saying good morning.
Camys Grammy.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sweetheart. We are live on the Camys Grammy live cam.
Your daughter, Julie Lynn Carswell's out there saying good morning, where it is 74 degrees yesterday and 50 degrees today.
I know. She's so busy, man. When she's not busy, she tries to figure out other things to make herself busy. Like, I got to go to this book. How many book clubs do you go to? Well, I've got 3 or 4. I'm like, are y'all reading any books, or y'all just getting together to talk about them?
It's all about the wine.
Yeah, it's all about the wine. Yeah.
The ambassador of all great things, Michelle Myers, is out there saying good morning, everyone.
Hello, darling.
We have Cover by CQ. Says hi from the UK.
Good
All right.
morning.
Good morning to everybody in the UK.
Of course, Tinkerbell saying good morning, everybody.
Hello, sweetheart, from Canada.
Ann Wehunt's out there. She's saying good morning, and she wants to send out birthday wishes to her nephew and godson, Nathan, who is 46 today. And how in the heck can he be your godson there at 46 years old when you ain't that old there, Ann? I mean, come on.
Yeah, let's see here. It's his birthday today. It's Nathan's birthday. Is that what it
It
is?
is Nathan's birthday. He's
Wow.
46.
All right. We'll bring in our golden girl who always does our birthdays.
Yeah.
Good morning to Randall Lynn, who's chiming in.
That's
my
Randy.
Son. Yeah, it's my son,
Hey,
Randy.
Randy.
Good morning.
Mike Trenholm says good morning, and enjoy the Daytona 500 today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's see. Graham Andrews is chiming in over here saying hello, as well as the rock star. Beth
JM
Roberts.
Real Estate, your coastal, or your Space Coast. I started to say your Space Coast commercial real estate connection.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we got Josh and Chelsea's over here saying good morning.
Good morning to you.
Let's see. Scrolling down here, Glenn Soika. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Glenn.
Chiming in there. He says he's taking a break from ski season.
Me too. I put up my skis this year and said, you know what? I'm not doing it anymore.
There you go.
Of course, I say that every year. You know why? Because I don't
Because you
go
don't
skiing.
ski.
There you go.
That's right.
I used to ski. I loved it.
All right. And but I believe that is it. We've mentioned everybody else.
I may not even get out of the bed today, says Shy Patty. Well,
Bad storm is coming.
I don't blame you.
So,
That's,
we had some
kinda
storms
crazy.
last night, and I can honestly say that other than the phone call I got in the middle of the night, I slept right through it. So I swear G-Raf pays attention to the weather closer than we do. She woke me up and said, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm sleeping.
I'm
I'm
sleeping.
sleeping, man.
It's 2:30.
Aren't you worried about the storm? Well, I am now.
It's 2:30 in the morning. What? She goes, "You need to keep an eye on your weather. You got some bad storms coming." I'm like,
That was him at 2:30.
Okay.
He was up and watching the weather, and I woke up because he was watching it on his phone, and then I woke up and ran to the bathroom and came back, and then actually I didn't run. I just kind of you know, it was very, very sleepy. And then I got back and I said, "Well, what's that?" He said something about the wind was like 60 miles per hour, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we can go back to sleep."
Well, I'm going to call out one of our local weather people here.
All right.
So,
Which one?
David Carnes,
Oh,
Channel 3,
Yeah.
is the most dramatic weatherman we have. And he
I like David
loves
Carnes.
to get on Facebook, or he loves to break into things like the Indianapolis 500. I mean, I remember when we were out here this past summer, and the Indianapolis 500 is coming on, and he comes on to tell us about storms in Grundy County or somewhere. Who cares?
Well,
Okay,
Brandon County
They're in
cares.
the viewing area.
it's not affecting the Chattanooga. It's not affecting the Tiki Bar. I don't care.
They're in the viewing area, babe.
It's sunshiny. It's all this, but he just goes on and on. And here's what he can't just say. Now, listen, I want y'all to be aware of this: is that there are storms in the area, and it could be coming through about 4:15, 60-mile-an-hour winds. You need to kind of get in your safe spot. Have a great day. He can't do that. What he loves to do is to get the cameras on the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he wants to, well, let's see what this little red thing is here. And then he's, okay. And he just goes on and on and on and on.
Well, you
okay?
were up at 2:30 this
Well, I know
morning
because
watching him.
I can count on that bastard to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning doing Facebook Live weather reports. Okay, so it's a good thing when you want it. It's a bad thing when you don't. Okay, but I know that if anybody in Chattanooga doing weather is up
It's David
at
Carr.
3 o'clock in the morning, it's Dave Carnes because he's like, hey, did
He's
you hear that
awesome.
wind? Let me get on Facebook.
He was awesome.
Him on the screen, he is the John Madden of weather.
Oh, wait.
Get her and circle that and all that.
I absolutely. It's one of these love-hate relationships because I know he knows what he's doing.
Oh, he does.
But I just can't stand to listen to him talk because, what he does is, he's like, it's, man, this is going to be great weather, but don't get used to that. It's going to be colder than hell next week. All right?
I like Dave.
I mean, it's going to be cold. Everything's going to freeze up and die. And he'll emphasize the bad part and never says anything about the good part. He just kind of wipes it away. It's going to be 65 degrees. But it's going to be, let me tell you about it next week.
I like David Glenn at Channel 9 because he'll come on and say, you need to be weather aware. We got severe storms in the area. For more information, tune in to our Facebook page. And he'll go live on Facebook and then return you right
love
back
it.
to your programming.
You know what? And that's okay. If David Carnes, David
awesome.
Carnes never wants to sleep again and do nothing but Facebook Live talking about a storm that may or may not happen, that's okay. I can pop in and see if it affects me, and that's okay. But to tie up the
whole
team,
broadcast.
the whole broadcast.
I think he learned his lesson from last year. Whew. Channel 3 got some hate mail. Over
Oh,
that
it
one.
was horrible. It's horrible
kidding.
because it was ridiculous what he did, and the storm never happened.
Yeah. He was on the air for, what, 35 minutes?
Yeah, just talking.
The
and talking
storm
and talking.
did happen.
We
It
watched.
just
and just to
didn't
piss
happen where
people
you
off.
were.
Well, just to piss people off, he'd say, I know I'm interrupting the Daytona 500. So he's
Oh.
aware that he's ruining your day, but this is important.
He's not a race fan,
let
so
me
he didn't care.
let me go on for another hour.
Yeah, we
You know,
watched Channel 12 for an hour last night, and that guy is the most boring guy I've heard.
Well, yeah, I know who you're talking about. But, yeah, I mean, it's a little ridiculous.
But on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you could have everything coming down around you, and you could always count on Bill Race. Well, it looks like, things are getting a little rough out there.
Yeah, poor old Bill Race.
He doesn't get excited.
We got
over
another one
nothing.
that's been there forever, and I keep waiting on him to just keel over on air. He's like, well, it's gonna rain today. Get them pets out of there, bring them in the house. They just got,
Yeah, we went opposite ends of
I
the
know that.
spectrum.
I know they got these young kids that are the producers. Like, God, will you please talk faster? I got 12 commercials I got to play. But anyway.
Anyway.
You know how I hate to bitch and
So
complain.
what channel is he on?
Yeah, we know.
Bill Race?
Yeah.
Bill Race is on Channel 9. He's one of the weathermen on Channel 9.
I see.
So, but he's not on there all the time. But
Yeah.
he's on there. Remember when the big storms are coming, you'll see him in there.
Well, in David Carnes' world, the big storms are always coming. Okay, they're always
I
coming.
like David Carnes. You hush your mouth.
No, I don't. But again, I can wake up from a cold sleep, get my phone. If I hear a tree limb blow in the wind, I know his ass is on Facebook Live at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5. It don't matter. It don't matter.
But talking about the
Must be
weather
great
on
to
Channel
live with
3,
him.
Have you noticed that Channel 3 actually has one of them, them TV sitcom weather girls now for real on her station? She is gorgeous, and her name is Hannah Sky.
Oh, is that the one with the hair? Yeah, the black hair.
Yeah, I'm like,
We were laughing at.
that's one of those sitcom weather person names,
Yeah, we
weather
were.
with Hannah Sky.
We were laughing when she first started, right? because we both, well, who is this? Hey, thank God we got another new weather person. Maybe they're gonna get rid of David. But and she looks a hell of a lot better than he does. Anyway, but she had something on her skirt. What was it that had the cord coming?
Her wireless mic.
Her skirt was hiked up, but she didn't know it on air. And the wireless mic, which actually had a wire, was coming out of the back of her skirt, and her skirt
was raised up.
And her skirt was raised up on air, and I was like, why didn't anybody see that?
That's a reason to watch the weather right there.
It was fun. Like if you go to the bathroom, ladies, and your
here's
skirt,
the thing.
and it gets tucked in your pantyhose.
You can tell she spent 7 hours on her hair
and makeup.
Because her hair, when she's got it up, it's this tall.
Yeah.
She's beautiful and all that, but she was just, you could tell she was nervous.
She's just a kid.
And
she's just
what
a
did she
kid.
say? Monteagle.
Like, you ain't from around here, are you?
Yeah. It's going to be raining in Monteagle, and I'm like, where the hell's Monteagle?
You mean Monteagle?
Yeah.
I know, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, but anyway, there's that. But yeah, David Carnes, he's like one of those preachers that says, now I'm going to close with this, and then goes on for another hour and a half. Okay? All right.
I love it.
In conclusion.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's like, damn, please, for God's sakes, okay?
You leave that poor man alone.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to forward David Carnes.
Yep.
Hey, you need to listen to this.
I might cut this out and call it Tiki Man Calls Out David Carnes and put it on YouTube. But anyway, all right, let's go down to Mexico with Verona Corona. She sent me this video at 3 o'clock in the morning while I was watching the video with David Carnes so I could put it together before the show. All right, and so here we go.
Okay, we're all here at Rasta's in Cozumel, and we all want to give a big shout out to Tiki Man Radio! Woo!
All day long, I just sit around the house, watch the world go by. My oh my, since I lost her, nothing moves me, though I try. I don't know why. LA weather, hot and hazy, maybe that's what got me crazy. I wish those dusty Santa Ana winds come and carry me out to sea, just like hot flashes. Santa Ana, come rescue me from her memory. I won't let my feelings go. I wanna feel that jet stream blow when the sun goes down. Crawl out of bed, say I'll be alright. Tonight's my night. Walk past that picture, see her face, and I change my mind. Happens every time. I don't know why I can't get started. I was fine till she departed. I wish those dusty Santa Ana winds would come and carry me out to sea, just like hot flashes. Santa Ana's come and rescue me from her memory. I won't let my feelings go. Let me feel that jet stream blow.
Hey everybody, this is Maddie Beck hanging out here at Tiki Man Radio, escaping the white cold north of Michigan, trying to get some warmth while I'm down here. Just gonna hang out and have some fun and see what could possibly go wrong.
Say, let's take a holiday and find a place where we can have some fun. The week went by so slow, and now it's time to go and enjoy the beaches, sky, and sun. Yeah, weekends on the island will put us back on track while tanning on our backs. Weekends on the island will make a special time for me and you. So slow, and now it's time to go to places where the sky and bay are blue. We'll pack the suntan oil, we're through with strife and toil. Our friends will wish they were down here too. Yeah, weekends on the island will put us back on track while tanning on our backs. Weekends on the island will make a special time for me and you. Special time for me and you. We'll warm our spirits and our point of view. We'll make a special time for me and you.
Hey everybody, this is John Beck, and you're listening to Tiki Man Radio, the best coastal Americana radio station you can possibly listen to. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Whether you're drinking Reif Rum or rolling a fat one, nothing could be better than Tiki Man Radio.
Can you imagine Ponce de Leon when he laid eyes on the paradise he had stumbled on, searching for that fountain to keep from turning gray? I think I might have found it. I'm feeling younger every day, 'cause there's still a sunrise to take away your breath. Sunset, there's still a lot of magic in Key West. Wish I had been here when Jimmy came to town. He and Jerry Jeff, couple 6 strings, a brand new sound. Strumming on a bar stool for tips and a cold beer. Walk down any street today, that's exactly what you'll hear. Cause there's still a lot of magic in Key West. Let me tell you, man, it's as good as it gets. From your first sunrise to take away your breath. Sunset, there's still a lot of magic in Key West. In Key West. Come stay a while, my friend. You can be my guest. She'll steal your heart under, take away your breath. Sunset, cause there's still a lot of magic. If I had a tail-eyed wagon, now grab your bags and pack it. Cause there's still a lot of magic in Key West.
Mr. Howard Livingston. There's still a lot of magic in Key West. That's right. That's right. You may have to bicycle around some things, but I'm kind of curious to see how the airport's going to be when we get there.
Yeah, it's going to be different. It was already started, back in November.
Well, I was kind of glad that
a lot of project had already been going.
Not my favorite airport.
Why?
For a lot of reasons.
Oh, just because
I love it when I'm there. When I finally make it outside, and my luggage has arrived on the one turnstile. It's not like there's a lot of them to go look at, right? They have 2, but they use one. And once my luggage has actually made it, I got my hands on it, then I'm pretty good. Walk outside, and then I'm fine. But
then you're okay.
In the last couple of years, there's been a lot of detours, and it's not the same where you used to get out and walk across the tarmac, and there's the family welcoming you there to Key West.
No little family anymore.
Now there's the last time we were there, we had to go. You go all the way at the end of the airport, and then all the way back, and then it's like a big zigzag thing to get there. But
it was
interesting to see. Change is good sometimes, but. We played John Beck's soundbite, and he was here last Monday with
this past Monday
with Heather's other daughter.
That's right. I swear, Maddie.
Yeah,
I swear. I was like, "Are you my daughter?"
Yeah,
because no joke, she is just like me.
I'm looking at John. I'm like, "What's really going on here?"
Yeah, it's really going on. I was like, seriously.
They had a blast, and what was the dog's name? You remember the dog's name?
Oh, dadgummit.
He's a big old dog.
It's a boxer, but
as far as Gump would say, he's a mean. He wasn't mean.
It just went out of my head. I was saying it a minute ago.
John's on the chat.
John, what is Maddie's dog's name?
Yeah. You're very welcome for the hospitality, and of course they'll be coming back through in March.
Yes.
I said he could stay as long as he brought Maddie with him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's coming back through.
Now, John calls me, before they come, and he says, "Listen, hey, man, you got a freezer?" I'm like,
"Of course we do."
"How big's the body? Do we need shovels? Is there lime involved in this? What's going on?" And he says, No. I guess she feeds the dog raw meat.
Yeah, she feeds it raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 6 pounds, a big old dog. She had put it in the freezer, and he says, "Man, it's so cool. You said you could do that." I'm like, "Well, I never said no. I just need to know how big a freezer we need.
Oh, that's right. Winston Churchill.
That's right.
Winnie.
Right. Winnie. How could you forget that?
I know. That's why I was like, it's a name that I should know.
Winston Churchill is like one of your big heroes or something, So
Winston Churchill is a big hero.
Yeah.
I think it was, but
still is.
Still is, yeah.
He's passed on, but he still is.
Yeah, but anyway, so Winnie. Winnie is the dog. Yeah, great dog. I don't think I ever heard that dog bark.
His name is Winston Churchill.
I don't think I ever heard that dog bark.
No.
I mean, he looked at Katie like, what the hell's wrong with you? Well, you bark at everything.
I know.
Katie's like, there's squirrels out there.
I know.
Anyway, so
Winnie was great.
Yeah. Hey, if you hadn't done it already, go ahead and hit that like button. We're almost up to 30 likes. That's we got 2 more to go to hit 30, and that's
right.
That'd be like a record for us. So thank you so much for that. We got the Almanac coming up here with Tiki Jane. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. This is Tiki Jane, and it is time for this week's Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac. Brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce. With a variety of different flavors to choose from and a wide range of spice levels, we have the perfect hot sauce for you. And now for this week's Almanac. In 2005, the NHL became the first North American professional sports league to cancel an entire season. The 2004 to 2005 season was canceled after the collective bargaining agreement between the owners and the players' union ran out. In 1957, the British TV broadcasters BBC and ITV ended a post-war policy in which there was no programming between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock at night, known as the toddler's truce. The break was designed to help parents put children to bed. The burial chamber of King Tutankhamun was unsealed by British archaeologist Howard Carter. His discovery of the tomb the previous year was one of the most celebrated contributions to Egyptology. The unsealing of the tomb garnered a lot of media attention from the world's press, as it was considered the best preserved pharaonic tomb ever discovered. In the years after the unsealing of the tomb, there were rumors and fears of the curse of Tutankhamun, after mysterious deaths occurred from the team that opened the chamber. In 2019, Tiki Man Radio teamed up with the River City Parrot Head Club to help organize a charity raffle to raise money for needy families in Chattanooga. The Tiki Man served on the board for the local Parrot Head Club for 10 years, and the club raised thousands of dollars for local families in need. That's your weekly Tiki Man Radio Almanac, brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce. I am Tiki Jane. See you on the radio.
All right, there you go, Tiki Jane, and I had forgot about the was it NHL?
Yeah,
yeah, canceling that whole season back in 2005. It's been a long time ago.
Did you see that goalie fall in the ice? I've never seen anything like that.
Well, Tiki Jane's been trying to put videos in with the Almanac, and same thing with that BBC stopping that rule, right? But that video was from the pandemic, right? But it was so funny because we had very little entertainment during the pandemic. People forget that, but the people were having to do all their work from home, and not everybody was used to Zoom and all that stuff, and that was a funny clip because the guy, I don't know if y'all even watched it, but the guy was. Let me see here.
Hello, everyone. This is Tiki Jane.
Let me see if I can find it here. So, this was a live broadcast, and they're talking about something to do with the, something very serious or whatever, right? And early in the broadcast, his kids just come in, right? and start.
Right, because everybody was working from home back then.
And then his wife figures it out, right?
ITV
And she's like, "Where's the kids at?" We don't know where. She probably went to the bathroom or something. She's like, "Holy crap! I'm sorry. And she grabs the kids like, "Come on, y'all can't be in here."
The break was designed.
He just like, "Oh God, is my life over with now?" So
That was funny.
But I remember seeing that live when it happened. I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, I remember when they started trying to do some things like Jimmy Fallon started doing the Tonight Show from his house.
Yeah.
And actually involved his kids in a lot of the stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And then Tutankhamun, is that his name? King Tut. Let's just call him King Tut.
Tutankhamun. King Tutankhamun.
Saturday Night Live had their 50th show, right?
Yes,
And
oh my gosh,
seems like they used to do a thing on King Tut.
It used
50 years old.
Yeah.
It was
love SNL.
Yeah.
What was the guy? I'm not sure. I didn't watch it, so I'm not sure who.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Always did it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. How funny.
Yes.
But what was the politician Al Franken?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was part of the first 5 years of SNL as a writer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was listening to an interview with him this week, and he was talking about how much things have changed. And he was telling this story about one time he came up with this show called Jew or No Jew.
Oh.
And
Oh my gosh.
and the network says we can't do that or whatever.
No.
And he's a Jew, right? And so he didn't think nothing about it. He was, this is what we do, And his dad would say, "Hey, hey, she's really a Jew or whatever, And they just made fun of it. But later, they brought it back, and Tom Hanks actually did it.
Yeah.
But Al Franken said he lost the rights to it to SNL. For coming up with it. It was just funny. You'd have to hear the interview how he explained it, because he's a hilarious guy. He was always a comedian before he decided to, get stupid and be a politician. But he
it's just another form of comedy. That's okay.
It is another form of comedy. Yeah. But anyway, 50 years, man. That's a lot of shows.
50 years is a great accomplishment.
And that original cast of Steve Martin, John Belushi,
Love those guys.
Rosanna Dana.
Cheeseburger.
Bill Murray, Chevy Chase. I mean,
John Candy.
John Candy. I mean,
man, I was a big John
number
Candy
of stars
fan.
that have came
Graced
from
that.
Saturday Night Live
I
is just
know.
amazing.
I don't know why we say it that way when somebody dies. I still am a big John Candy fan.
Me too.
And I know exactly where I was when I heard it on the radio that he passed away. I was in Fort Payne, Alabama, going through the drive-thru at Wendy's when they said it on the radio.
Wow.
You weren't at the barbecue place.
No, for some reason I was going through the drive-thru at Wendy's. I'm not sure. And
I'm like, why weren't you at the barbecue place in Fort Payne, Alabama?
And those of you that haven't been on the show or haven't heard or whatever, my favorite barbecue place in the whole world is the barbecue place in Fort Payne, Alabama. The best damn barbecue in the state of Alabama, as I like to say. And so I sneak off down there every once in a while, get me some barbecue and chicken fingers and some JoJo's. And so I went down there last month or so, and the place is closed. And I always knew this day was going to come. Nothing lasts forever, and everything changes. But, one of the things I always talked about was that the place hadn't changed a bit since 1988, since I've been going there. And, there's one of those dumpster things out front. So, they're just, So then I go to researching. You can't find nothing on Facebook when you want it. Okay, if you don't want it, it's going to pop up in your feed. But I'm trying. Finally, JJ, who used to be one of my managers down in Fort Payne,
she told you.
I sent her a message on because she lives in Fort Payne. I said, "What's going on with the barbecue place?" She's like, "I know it's your favorite place. I will find out." And she did. And lo and behold, they got a new owner, and they had to redo the whole barbecue thing. So now they're waiting to get that approved by the food police or whatever. And So right now they only have chicken fingers, anything they can fry inside, because the barbecue's cooked outside in a whole nother building. So it's got to get approved. But it's one of those things like it's not going to be the same. Somebody else is doing it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You can take your mama's recipe and it's not going to be your mama's whatever. It's just the way it is.
Do you know if the owner was the pitmaster himself?
He was.
Yeah.
And it was a family thing. When I started, his mom and dad owned it, and the boys took over when his dad ended up passing away, and his mom retired, and then he took it over, or his older brother took it over, and then he died, and then he took it over. So it's always been a family business, and that recipe was a family secret. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine
that they sold it.
They sold and you can say, well, here's how you cook the barbecue, but there's going to be those little things.
Yeah,
that one spice.
It's not always going to be the same.
Yeah, and if it's like any normal professional cook or whatever, or somebody like Golden, who doesn't measure anything.
That's me too.
Exactly. It's a pinch of this and just a dab of that.
Just throw it in there.
They just know because that's what they always do. So there isn't an exact recipe you can give.
Well, there's just things you do, like Golden.
Yeah.
Golden is a master at what he does. There is
absolutely.
If I had $1 million, I would try to mass produce his cornbread. Okay. And sell it in the store somehow or another, because it's the best cornbread I've ever had. But I've tried to use his,
and you cannot replicate.
I've got the skillet hot. I put it in the oven. I got it at this amount of degrees, and then you put it in there and all that stuff. It just is not the same as Golden's cornbread. And that's the same thing with this
secret's
barbecue.
in his skillet.
Now, I could be wrong. They may prove me wrong, but now it's in my head that it's not the same.
Right. Dan Ware says if we come up to Chicago, he would take us to the original Billy Goats. Cheeseburger.
Okay.
That's like, okay.
All right. Well,
that's awesome. The original Billy Goats.
I need to get back up to Chicago. Hadn't been there in a while. St. Louis, I used to love to go to St. Louis. They got some good barbecue in St. Louis.
J-Man.
Yeah.
You got to say J-Man now when you say St. Louis. We used to say, what did we used to do when he would say St. Louis?
It was a shoddy.
It was a shoddy. A shoddy with Scotty, yeah. Mm-hmm. And now we got to say J-Man when you say St. Louis.
Golden Girl says, you're bringing a tear to his eye. Don't cry, buddy. It's true.
It is true.
It's true. I appreciate everything you do.
See, he makes the best cornbread, and you make the best. He makes the best
everything. Even when he says it sucks, we're like, "Are you kidding me?"
And then you make the best turnip greens. So you just mash them together. You see.
Well, he does like my turnip greens, and I admit they are world famous.
They are.
But
they are.
Every once in a while I can mess that up too. But his is always perfect, and I don't care how good it is. We can just like, man, that's the best whatever I've ever had, and he's like, well, I could have done a lot better.
Yeah, that's just his modesty.
Well, but he also knows the secret of what he did or did not do, right? And he's just trying to see if we're stupid enough to figure it out. And we're just so damn glad to have it. We don't care.
We don't care.
It's like pulling up at the barbecue place. Didn't matter to me because I knew that the barbecue was going to be the same. The chicken fingers are going to be the same. The homemade sauce they made was going to be the same. Now, I don't know.
I know.
Don't work driving an hour and a half to figure out that it sucks. So maybe it don't. I wish them well, but that part of my life has ended, it sounds like to me.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Callie McCool is out there.
Oh, he is.
Morning, Callie.
He is showing up as Coco Panther TV.
All right.
So,
okay.
The kids, I got his show last night, and I was chatting with him on email and got it all loaded up. The kids are got another big show lined up for this week, and really appreciate everything the kids are doing out in Antioch High School in California.
Absolutely.
For Tiki Man Radio. What else did? There was some other exciting news. Do you want to break that or no?
No.
No.
Not yet.
No.
No.
Okay.
We're on the edge.
Yeah, you keep
Okay. All right.
Keep her moving.
Keep it moving.
Sounds
Keep it
Nothing
moving.
to see here.
That's right.
Sounds like my lovely daughter-in-law, Axie. You
Yeah.
know, she's like, listen, you tell your daddy I don't want any pictures on Facebook of our daughter till I post them. That was 750 billion pictures ago.
Right.
There's a statute of limitations on that.
You know, and of course I'm like, okay, I won't post pictures, you know, whatever, you know.
Right. Well, I
You got to get in there good in the beginning, or you know you're thrown
Yeah.
out. So,
right. Yeah.
750 billion pictures ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it got so many that I couldn't keep up with them anymore. I just, I'm like, golly, what's different about that dress than 5 minutes ago?
I know.
Hey, Rick the Stick's out there now.
Good
All
morning.
right. Morning to you, brother. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous.
Good morning.
Coco Panther TV.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, so I was going to say something else, but now I don't remember what it was. But let's see here. So the Daytona 500 is today, and hopefully the rain. I was trying to explain to Larisse out here. So normally they will just wait till the rain comes and then start the race.
Right.
Or attempt to. And I've always
You can't race in the rain.
said, not at Daytona anyway. They can do it on road courses with rain tires, but it's like watching paint dry, you know, because they can only go like 20 miles an hour. That's just stupid. It's
Yeah.
just stupid. I'm not watching.
They got their little windshield wipers going.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Got their little brake light on.
Yeah.
It's stupid. But so now they've moved the race up. They've done exactly what everybody's complained about. And so they moved it up, and
Don't try to get it in before the rain.
Hopefully, you know, Florida.
It's unpredictable.
It's
Oh, yeah.
unpredictable.
I need to say congratulations to Rick the Stick.
Oh yeah.
Go Eagles! That was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I was
something else.
actually rooting for the Eagles. You know, I thought because I don't really follow NFL, but you know, because Rick wanted the Eagles to win, I'm like, well, I got to root for the Eagles, and sure enough, as the underdog, they came back.
Well, congratulations to Rick the Stick
That's
for
right.
his Eagles winning
That's right.
the Super Bowl, but it wasn't much of a game.
No.
I'll tell you one thing: the Eagles came to play.
Yep.
They
and
surely
the
did.
Chiefs were too busy in the makeup room trying to sign autographs and cut their deals for their movies and stuff. They weren't in the football thing at all. It was bad.
It was.
It was ugly.
And
It was over. It was over the first quarter.
It really was.
Well, as the one guy said, he goes, well, the debate about who is the GOAT is over with.
Yeah, I'm glad that's over with.
They said because it's if anything, it has proven, and everybody knows it now, that as good as Patrick Mahomes is, he doesn't like to get hit. So
Yeah.
if you can get to him and hit him half a dozen times, he all of a sudden starts hurrying up his throws, and he's off target. And,
Yeah.
And on other news related to that, I just saw this morning that evidently it is official. Travis Kelce has proposed to Taylor Swift,
Wow.
and she has said yes.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Congratulations to those two. I think he was going to do that at the win, but that never happened.
Yeah, so he had to wait a little longer for that. So
And I've, you know, I don't want to be accused of making stuff up, but I did see that he was going to retire, or is he not? What's the deal with that?
I don't know. His brother retired, and they came in the NFL same time. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be well. If you're marrying Taylor Swift, why would you work?
Well, you can't believe anything anymore, so I don't know what
But that was
what's
came
truth
out
or
of-
not. So
came out of news networks this morning that I saw. So
well, good.
So hopefully it's just not the news regurgitating rumor, because that has happened before.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And so yeah, it was just what I mean. I was blown away. I mean, you know, and Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was kind of he was the one quarterback that came out of Alabama that they kind of treated him like dirt.
Who's they?
They pulled him out of the championship game.
He won a championship with Alabama.
Yeah. But
then when he got jerked out. And
then the next year he's like, well, I'm out of here.
And went to Oklahoma. Yeah.
And so he's kind of, and then he lost that Super Bowl to the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And he's never forgot that.
Oh, no.
And he was, just his...
He was locked in.
He was focused.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was focused. Anytime anybody was interviewing him or whatever, he's just like...
Oh, did not know that.
What?
The Golden Girl says the Kelsey brothers have their own beer now. She saw it at Food City, and it's called Garage Beer.
Garage beer. Probably because they made it in their garage.
They also have their own cereal.
Well, I mean, why not? If you can make money off all that stuff, why not? I mean,
they have their own podcast, and they got a lot going on for them.
Well, listen,
I don't eat cereal.
Joe Namath was on the Wheaties. He had all these endorsements as well.
The brothers
they all
soup,
done it. Jeff Gordon, my God, he was on everything. So I mean, usually somebody that's been in the Olympics, they come back and they're on all kinds of stuff. So yeah, enjoy it.
That was a great win for them, and and congratulations, Donna. Yeah, because Saquon Barkley, the running back for the Eagles, came out of Penn State, so she's happy about that.
Let's see here. Yeah, and I think Camys is a Chiefs fan, right?
Yeah.
Do you know? She would know.
She said that Chiefs didn't play well at all.
No, they were not ready to play. But do you know if he's retiring or not? Because everything around here is speculation.
Yeah, we don't know.
But they came into that game like they already had it won, and that's why I always say, when you get to tournaments and things like that,
big head.
just because you haven't, you are the favorite or whatever, that's why you play the game.
Well, Patrick Mahomes, they everything was around him. The three-peat, this, that, all this
first
stuff.
To do this, the first to do that.
The whole pregame show was all about him and the Chiefs and how great. And damn, 10 minutes into it, it's like, who are these people? It's like the high school team showed up.
But I will tell you, and I think, obviously when he's done, he's heading to the Hall of Fame. He's the first vote Hall of Famer. And that's the coach.
Yeah.
Because I saw the stats. He is the first man to be the winningest coach of 2 franchises.
Yeah, now wasn't he with the Eagles at one time?
He's the winningest coach in Eagles history, and now he's the winningest coach in Chiefs history. So, and he's the only coach to ever do that. So, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
We call him Chris Bellamy.
He looks identical. Does he not look identical?
He
to
does
Chris?
look like Chris Bellamy.
He looks identical to
I told Chris Bellamy one time, like, man, you need to talk to your mama about this. There's something going on here.
Yeah,
it's weird.
They look identical.
And I love his commercials too.
Yeah, I mean, identical.
Yes, Kansas City barbecue is good. That's for sure. I love me some Kansas City barbecue. But it wasn't much of a game. The Eagles. I mean, and really, it was their defense. Yeah. The Eagles, those 4 up front, stopped everything. Because
Cammy is correcting us.
Well, good.
She says not a Chiefs fan, Packers fan for life.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Wilford Brimley.
As good as Patrick Mahomes appears to be, if you can't throw the ball because you're getting stomped in the ground, I'm sorry, there's no such thing as a good quarterback if you can't throw the ball.
6 or 8 times he got sacked. I mean,
one right after another.
I mean, his offensive line was just getting ate up.
It was embarrassing. They couldn't do anything right. And that's always a key thing about any kind of sports where you get inside the head of your people that you're playing, right? Then they start questioning their own stuff, and a little bit of that.
When they went down as much as they did, I'm like, holy smokes! I mean,
it was over.
I went to bed right at the beginning of the third quarter. I stayed awake for the halftime show that I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
and went to bed.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning to Ed and Felicia Kubiak. They just chimed in.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. I hope everybody's feeling great now.
Yeah,
I think everybody's back too.
Yeah, the conductors, and I hope you guys are feeling much better.
That flu was it knocked Lou flat on her back for a week.
Yeah, I was listening to your show Wednesday. Your voice was about gone too.
I was fine. I just got laryngitis. I just woke up one morning without a voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it took a couple of days and finally got it back. But I would like to say thank you to Josh and Chelsea, who surprised us by showing up Wednesday, because they were planning on coming to our big celebration that we was going to have, and since the illness took effect and everything, we was just going to move on, not have anything special for Wednesday night, and they told us that we're still coming. So it was nice to have them stop by and be a part of the show, and we had a good time.
Yeah, well, unfortunately now they're in the hospital with pneumonia, but
they had the flu before us, so
okay,
they were good.
You think?
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, we had a great time with them.
Hey, B-Dog, turn on that fan over there. Getting a little warm.
Cut it on, like Danny would say.
Wow. Yeah, hot flash, huh?
I think so.
Ooh, take advantage.
Oh, Lord. Manalo has a new song coming out that I believe you guys are going to debut on Wednesday. He said he sent it to you.
Yep.
It's not supposed to be played until the 19th. He's now working with a special company. Jax Bowers played on it. But he's going to join us next Sunday to talk about the song. And you guys get to debut it on his show since the 19th, I believe, is Wednesday, isn't it?
Sure. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would play it, but we're not allowed to.
I saw it in the email, so yeah.
We do have a new song here, and I keep telling you about this interview with Bruce Cochran, and I almost had it. But apparently his daughter is moving into a new house, and they're building the studio. And then he has to get his producer and everybody else involved into a video interview. There's a lot that, you got to have makeup, you got to do this, you got to do that. So can't do it on the whim. So we're going to push it out to about 3 weeks. But he does have a new song out. This one's called Beach Radio.
dancing in the dark, in the starlight, everybody feeling right. Moving to the music, love the way you do it. Got a lasting dance all night. We'll come alive when the sun gets done. Shagging to the boom boom radio fun. We'll be grooving with some cool smooth moving to the beach radio tonight. Radio, love that beach radio. Radio, dancing to the radio. Radio, love that beach radio. Beach radio tonight. Radio, love that beach radio. Radio, dancing to the radio. Radio, love that beach radio. Beach radio. Beach radio.
Are you looking for signs for your backyard oasis? Maybe for your tiki bar, or maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy flamingo-loving girl from Wisconsin who's landlocked in Missouri and crazy about signs. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Camys Grammys logo and reach out to her. They custom fit signs to your order, made right here in the USA. That's Camys Grammys. Everybody needs a pink flamingo in their yard.
If you're thinking of investing in commercial property in Florida or moving your business to Florida, check out the Space Coast. The Space Coast is home to globally recognized companies in aviation, aerospace, electronics, and communications. At JM Real Estate, we have seen the Space Coast grow and develop. We know what is happening and know this is an exciting time for our area. The time is now for you to explore the Space Coast of Florida and start investing. Contact JM Real Estate and launch your commercial real estate investment on the Space Coast. Call us at 321-242-2882 or visit jmrealestate.com to learn more.
Are you looking to take your music and your show to the next level? Jax Bowers Mudcut South Studios is your full-service production facility, providing professional drum and percussion tracks in-house or remote, as well as full production, mixing, and mastering with world-class studio musicians available. Jax is also available for performances and touring. With over 30 years experience as a musician and 20 years experience producing, Jax Bowers Mudcut South Studios will take your show or your music to the next level. Reach out to Jax today at alanjaxbowers.com. Jax has worked with the best in the business all over the world, and he can bring that talent to your music and your show. So stop getting frustrated. Stop worrying about it. Reach out to alanjaxbowers.com and step into the big show. Reach out to him today and make sure you tell him that the Tiki Man sent you. Take your music to the next level. Stop worrying about it.
Hey everybody, this is Bob Shealy. Thank you for listening to my music here on Tiki Man Radio, where the very best in trot rock music is played. So sit back, relax, and chillax, because your ears could not be in better hands.
Chillax, that's what the man from Jamaica said. What the man from Jamaica said. Chillax, take some time and clear your head. When living life can often feel like a full-time job, pull out some tunes and listen to some Jimmy or Bob. Chillax, take yourself to that comfort zone. Chillax, create some time, make it your own. If you worry, it's like rocking in a rocking chair. You rock back and forth and never ever get anywhere. Chillax. Smell the roses in front of you. Chillax. Take a sip of that favorite brew. Take a breath and escape from that weight on your mind. Close your eyes and leave all those worries behind. Oh, chillax and just enjoy the scenery. Chillax, just be where you want to be. Life is short and it has its own wake-up call. So take a break and do a little nothing at all. Ooh, chillax. That's what the man from Jamaica said. Chillax. Take some time, clear your head.
Hi, this is That Guy.
And That Cat.
And we're at CK's listening to Tiki Man Radio and watching for UFOs. And you know what?
We're seeing them.
Oh my God, there's reefer in the air. Oh my God, there's reefer in the air. There's no need to take a toll when there's so much secondhand smoke. Oh my God, there's reefer in the air. Daytime sit at the Iron Horse Saloon, and the band is baked by the middle of the afternoon. The tempos feel a bit too slow. Highland rhythm is the way to go when you smell that reefer in the air. there's reefer in the air. Nobody even seems to care. Police don't make no fuss, no man. Oh my God, there's reefer in the air. Oh my God, there's reefer in the air. Oh my God, there's reefer in the air. There's no need to take a toll when there's so much secondhand smoke. Oh my God, there's reefer in the air.
All right. It reminds me of Canada. The whole place smells like a skunk.
I love it. That was great.
Whoop, hold on a minute. There we go. Yeah, so that's a brand new artist, Neural Simon. And the Somersetters.
All right.
Sunsetters.
Listen.
Neil Simon and the Sunsetters, Reefer in the Air.
I love it.
And by just sheer coincidence, Mo has showed up.
Yay! And she brought crystals. And she brought crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's good to see you, Mo.
Trust me,
People
I
are piling
just
in.
scarfed one down
Yeah,
myself.
so did I.
You know, we're gonna be drawing for the Daytona 500 at 1:00 sharp. Okay.
I got my money.
And we'll just have to, you pay $5. It's gonna be like a lottery thing. Okay, you pay $5, you get a name, and then the next person, and the next person, and the next person. We just keep going around till you get a name. Doesn't mean if we don't sell all of them out, fine. It doesn't matter to me. You just get a shot. So, what? You can't hear? Okay, keep going. Oh, and you must be present to win.
That's right. That's right. But that's why Mo came all the way from North Carolina just to be here.
Well, we call it the Edward and Pat Contrarius rule. Because the last time we did it, they won everything. So we're not doing that anymore.
Now, that was a Super Bowl thing.
No, that was both.
It was both.
It was both.
I've forgotten.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, it was both.
But yes, that was both, and that's we can't do this anymore. So you must be present to win. Thank you, Mo, for being here.
Yeah,
and thanks for bringing the crystals too. By the way,
good morning to Jerome Frisco, who's chiming in.
Good morning.
That's a new name.
Yeah, God bless. Good morning. Happy Sunday to you.
Good morning.
We got 35 likes out there. If you hadn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. That helps us out tremendously.
Let's get to 40.
Yeah, let's get to 40. It's never enough, huh? You show me a man that has all the money in the world. I'll show you a man who wants more. So it's never enough. So
right.
Let's see. You're going to be hanging out at Fisherman's Wharf
in San Francisco.
Nice. That sounds like a good place to hang out at. Boy, the kids are doing such a great job.
Clam chowder in a sourdough bowl.
Clam chowder. Now, that's something I never really got into that much.
I love clam chowder.
Of course, I don't ever go anywhere where it's actually good. You can't just go down here to...
no, you can't
the blue
get
plate.
Clam chowder in the South. No.
No,
I've had mine in Boston.
It's hard enough to get good shrimp
and that was
oysters.
fantastic. Yeah.
But...
clam chowder in Boston was pretty darn good.
Something else I was going to mention earlier. I'm starting to sound like B-Man. B-Man can't remember shit anymore. Okay.
Well, you are getting of a certain age.
I know. I told him about the trademark thing on Friday night, and I even put it in the chat.
And then he said, "Hey, what about?"
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I'm like, play your breaking news and go ahead and put it out there, And he just went on and he kept saying,
what am I forgetting?
What else is going on? There's something what am I forgetting? And finally I just said, you can't remember shit. I mean, and he would respond to my text message coming up.
Coming up.
But you had mentioned it took 3 years.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did.
Because I trademarked mine, and it took about 6 months.
Well, you're the exception to every rule.
I don't know.
But
like that,
media is a little different because you got logos, and then you got video, and you got all this other stuff that they keep making you jump through all these hoops.
I just submitted one application, and that was it.
Yeah.
Golden Girl said it's crawfish season in the South. Honey, you can keep those little things. I don't like them.
You know,
they're a lot of work for.
They are a lot of work.
They even a bite of meat.
We've had crawfish boils before.
We have.
And been to crawfish boils where the, what was the name of the people down in Louisiana? They call each other Louisianans. What do they call each other? The
Coonass.
Coonasses, yeah. The coonasses that come up from Louisiana, and that's what they're called. That's what they call each other, and they're proud to be called a coonass.
Yes.
Let's say that out of the way. And then, you know, we've had them come up and bring, you know, pounds and pounds and pounds.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of work to get a little bit of meat.
She said if you think watching Golden eating wings is an event, you should watch him suck down a crawfish. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. You know, there's one thing, though, Golden, that I think I'd be interested in trying it. I don't know, but, you know, I saw this guy who he had a whole alligator on his smoker, and he was smoking alligator. I'm like, wonder if Golden's tried to smoke an alligator.
There's a place down in Florida outside of Mobile that does gator ribs. And we've talked about this before, but not everybody's heard it. But and people they would only do it like 4 times a year. And people would line up around the block.
Yeah.
Really?
No reservation available. First come, first serve. Alligator ribs. And I waited for an hour and a half because I'm like, I got to try this.
Does it taste like chicken?
It tastes better. It's the best ribs you ever had in your life.
Really?
Alligator ribs. They're not good as Golden's.
Right.
You know, anything Golden cooks is fantastic. And if he had an alligator, I'm telling you, it'd be the best alligator ribs you ever had. But this one restaurant down there, I forget the name of the place, but
is it a white meat, dark meat, or
a little bit of it's white, but I'd say in between.
Okay.
You know, so
Z and G are chiming in, and they said they are just now coming alive. They judged the Special Olympics chili contest yesterday.
Hey, well, congratulations.
60 plus entries.
Nice.
Take a guess where we have spent this morning.
Sleeping.
Sitting on their thrones.
Yeah.
Sitting on the throne, yeah.
Donna Cummings says, Gator is good, but it's tough.
Yeah. You know, if it's not cooked right, it can be tough. Like, it has a lot of things, you know, but
it is.
Oh, Golden wants to do a pig in the ground.
Pig in the ground. You know, we used to do that all the time in Alabama.
When I was a kid up north in the Boy Scouts, every year we called it an ox roast, and we'd put a big beef down in the ground.
Yeah,
and then just let it cook for several hours.
I got to tell you, that's probably something I'm not big fan of is barbecue beef. I like barbecue pork. You know, a lot of places have both or whatever.
In Texas, you can only get beef.
My favorite barbecue place we were talking about earlier one time gave me beef by accident, and I almost spit it out. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I like pork better.
Yeah, I do too. And then, of course, I spent all that time down in Texas, you know, and I like barbecue sauce. And in Texas, they get pissed off at you if you ask for sauce.
They don't do that.
They're like, you get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
okay,
they
fine.
don't do that.
Sorry. It's my first time. I just ambled in here. I'll go back and get on my horse and ride away.
Did you get pork there?
Not in Texas.
Not in Texas.
No,
I don't remember.
That's beef barbecue.
Yeah, they don't have
Not in
pork. They
Texas.
think it's, you know, it's a slap in the face if you ask for pork and barbecue sauce.
Not like some. I like Carolina barbecue as well, and there's a lot of people don't like that, but I do. I like Carolina barbecue.
The white sauce?
No, Carolina barbecue is it's a mustard based barbecue.
Yeah,
I like that.
Hey, what's that barbecue sauce you like that we've been?
Kinders.
Kinders?
Is it Kinders or Kinders?
Maybe
yeah.
Kinders.
That sounds familiar.
Boy, it is good. It's good.
It's pretty popular in the Publix and in the Food City also. Yeah.
Jerome Frisco says he likes bear. Cook fast, eat fast.
That's right. That's right. So I went into, I know what I was going to say. I went into there's two places I hate to go. Number one, of course, is Walmart.
Absolutely.
Or as some people around here call it, Walmarts. There's no S on the building.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Some also refer to it as the gateway to hell.
Yeah. It is the gateway to hell. And then I hate to go to the post office. For those of you that have asked me to mail you stuff, you know it takes me forever to go to the post office because I hate to go to the post office.
Yeah.
I hate the whole process. Okay. Anyway, but the other day I found myself I had to buy a roll of stamps. $79.
Can you believe it?
For a roll of stamps.
One roll.
How many stamps are on a roll?
100.
100.
Oh, it's 100. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I never got a roll. I always got like 20. You know, the little
$79.
Wow.
I don't know whatever happened. I guess you eventually run out of the forever ones, right? They're not forever. Well, they're forever till they run out.
They're not a penny anymore.
No, I know they're not. But here's the funny part, right? So I'm in line, and there's a guy over here mailing live chickens.
What?
Live chickens.
Yeah, you can do
They
that.
were little ones, though, right?
No, the rooster was crowing in the box.
Out. Wow.
So it's a big box, and
Got the holes in it.
It's about this wide.
Yeah,
about
you
this
can mail
long.
chicken. You can mail them.
And it's got little holes in it, and he had 4 of them, and the rooster's just raising hell. You know, the whole time we're in there. You know, it was the damnedest thing I ever seen. I never seen anybody do it.
I have.
I did not know you could do that.
Yes, you can.
But I imagine if you got a chicken right now, it's worth some money. You know, somebody's like, I can make some money off this old hen. You know, but anyway. So he was mailing his chickens, and so I'm in line, and I get up there, and there's a crowd of people there, and the guy says, "Yeah, can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I need to mail my goat." Have you got a box for that? And of course everybody started laughing, and I said, I just need a roll of stamps. And he's, okay, that'd be $79. I'm like, $79? Now look, how much is it to mail 4 chickens?
Well, the thing is, you buy your roll of stamps for $79, and I'm going to mail this letter. Well, you need to put 4 stamps on that.
Yeah. Well, I don't carry any change. I don't carry cash or change. Everything's done by card or whatever now. So, but I never seen anybody mail chickens in the mail like that. And I tell her about it. She's like, "Oh, hell yeah, people do it all the time."
Yeah, especially the little ones.
I've been on this earth almost 59 years. I ain't never walked in a post office to see a man mailing a chicken.
Well, Moni says it's $130 for their stamps.
So that's $1.30 to send one letter. Because if there's 100 stamps for 130, gee whiz.
Yeah.
Why
ours
is
is 79 cents a stamp now.
I don't know. She just says it's 130 for their stamps. Gee. And then Josh Clark said you could send your kid through the mail back in the day.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I was fortunate. I remember when Jemiah was born, and you get things, right? This is what you got to get, and this is what you got to get, and you got to get, or whatever. And I went to buy the car seat, which was the XKG 9000 model.
Of course it was.
And it had all this stuff on it, and it was like, I don't know, $200 or $300. I don't know what it was. It seemed a lot of expensive, right. and I was like, damn. I brought you home from the hospital in a Volkswagen with a bungee cord.
Yeah, I bought my daddy got my daughter a used car seat, and it was all stained and all that stuff. We cleaned it up and everything, and that's how we rolled. But back in our day, they just carried us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just carried us on a pillow.
You kids get in the back of the truck. We're going somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what we did.
I traveled along with my grandpa had a daggone cap on the back of his pickup truck.
Yeah.
And I remember them going around with, him, my grandma, my mom, right? It was in the front on the bench seat, and I was literally riding in the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah. Well, I remember.
We'd ride in there without a cap on it.
I remember when the seatbelt law came out, right? Everybody's got to, every state's got to have a seatbelt.
Everybody.
And,
everybody was griping and complaining like the helmet law.
Now listen, you kids lay down back there. I don't want to get pulled over.
I know. We got no seatbelt in the back of the truck.
Well, you remember the old...
Don't let nobody see you.
Oh,
They had the old station wagons with the rear-facing seats in the back.
Oh, I remember riding in one of those.
Yeah. My neighbor, she would towed us around in one of those things.
I had an uncle that had one of those, and we went to SeaWorld, and we were sitting back here making faces at people behind us.
We also had a neighbor that liked antique cars and would ride us around the neighborhood in an antique car that had a rumble seat on the back, you know, that was outside the car. It was pretty cool. There's no seatbelts there. We didn't have
Remember
no
when the
seatbelt
used to be your mom's arm flying across?
Yep.
We didn't have car seats or seatbelts.
Well, I slammed my finger in a LTD car one day.
Oh my God!
In the door. And you know, the door itself weighed 9,000 pounds.
Of course it did.
You know, the hood was as big as the tiki bar.
Yes, I know.
My dad was a big LTD fan. He was a Ford man till the day he died. And right now, he has a penthouse overlooking the Ford dealership in Hickson. Okay, he's up on top, facing the Ford dealership.
Yeah.
So he was a Ford man all the way, and but he had this thing about LTDs. And, you know, every couple of years he'd get a new one or whatever, and they were big and had those big seats. And but we never used a seat belt.
They usually, if they had them, they tucked down in the seats.
Of course, these cars were made out of steel back then.
They were built like tanks.
Yeah.
And the population wasn't as much, and everybody was much our lifestyle was much slower. Nobody was zipping in and out with these little whatever cars, you know. It wasn't like that. People would just go normal.
Cars are made cheaper.
Going
but they cost
55
more.
was a little fast, you know. Going 55 was a little fast, you know. So.
Well, they used to have minimum speed, right? They had the speed limit, and then they had a minimum speed.
Georgia still has there on 75 where it says minimum speed 40 mile an hour.
Really?
I saw it yesterday because we was down in Dalton coming back. I saw it, minimum speed 40 mile an hour.
They don't have that here
75.
because they have it in California as well.
Yeah, I don't think they got it here anymore. I think it just says the speed limit.
When we first moved down here, our joke was because we'd be going. We go 5 mile an hour with the speed limit and getting past it. We sitting still, and we said when we moved down south that speed limits were just a suggestion.
Yeah,
they weren't enforced. That if you actually got stopped, boy, you really messed up.
So. B-Man is out there. He says, I can't drive 55. Yeah, well, it's true.
It's
and,
true.
You know, riding with B-Man in Key West is an adventure all its own. Okay, because if we're in the car, all of us, it's, you know, usually I'm up front in the passenger seat at his wheel. He's driving. Michelle and Hippie Check are in the back, and we got the small car they have, right? And, you know, these damn tourists, get out of the way! You know, he just zips through, and he goes to all the back roads, you know, and we make our way over to wherever the hell we're going, you know. And but, you know, I don't ever say anything. I'm used to it. She freaks out, but she freaks out if she drives from here to the Food City. But, you know, yeah, I can't drive 55 either.
Yeah, when I was a kid in Nebraska, the Interstate 80 was 80 miles an hour for several years. That was the maximum speed. 80 on 80.
Well, you know, down in Texas, you can, you know, there's spots of Texas you can do 100 mile an hour. There ain't nobody out there.
No,
there were
you're right.
spots of Texas when I was coming through. Now, this was 30 plus years ago. And it was, I was doing 120, didn't even realize it, you know, just going through the desert. You know, I was going on my way from California, but I was going downward, and so I could cut across Austin to go see my aunt. And there's just stretches of highway. They're just forever through the desert. And I was just doing like 120, didn't even know it. There wasn't a car around me, you know.
Yet you still get stopped for speeding.
Yeah, I drove
the only car out there.
I drove down to my ex-wife's dad lived all the way down in Far, Texas, down on the border, down in what they call the valley.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pulled over one time driving down there, you know, in the Texas, whatever he was, you know, they got the cowboy hats and all that stuff, you know. I guess he saw the Tennessee license plate, headed down to the valley towards the border.
Oh, he's making a drug run.
Yeah,
he's a smuggler.
He didn't ask me how fast I was going. He didn't tell me anything. He said one question: "What are you doing down here, boy?" I'm like, this is absolutely the worst, the last place I want to be. But, unfortunately I had to do it. So,
yeah.
But anyway.
Happened to all of us.
Yeah. Let's see here. B-Man says, I sat back and eating crystals while Hippie Chick and Michelle were going shopping. It was a new driving, Miss Daisy.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yes. I forgot I took them around. Yeah.
We were talking about you earlier in the show, your memory. I'm really worried about your memory, okay? I was hoping you'd make the trademark announcement on your show, but we just never got there. And
we are now trademarked.
If you lose your memory, we're screwed, man. Get some of them memory pills or something. I'm the same way.
Ginkgo biloba.
Yeah.
Prevagen.
That's
what is that they call?
Prevagen? Is that what it is?
Made on TV.
From, they had that guy that does those commercials.
You don't need to ride with Michelle Myers. Fact.
Yeah. Hell, I'm almost what does he say? I almost forgot to tune in today. We miss you guys, man. And when are you going up to Orlando? They're going up apparently soon, right? They're not doing their show next Friday, so they're going to be off and up in Orlando. And
yeah.
Which reminds me, no Tuesday on the island this week because they're doing it every 2 weeks. And we may I'll talk to him about that. Maybe change it to the replay to a different day of the week now that they're doing every 2 weeks. Might do that now. Try to change it up. Every once in a while you need to change things up and see if you capture a different audience because people are listening at different days of the week and whatnot. But,
absolutely.
Anyway, let's see here. We have the JBL Travel Moment coming up.
Now
it is time for the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo with JBL Travel Group. JBL Travel Group is the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. You can reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. And now get ready to learn something new about travel. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. And today I just want to talk a little bit about budget travel. I actually was having a conversation yesterday via text message with someone who said that they can never find, flights that are priced good that could save them money. And I want to repeat something that I think I talked about back a couple episodes ago. And that is the Hopper app, Hopper, Hopper. You get that app on your phone. And if you're looking for a specific flight, you put those flight numbers into that app, and then it sends you alerts. And you're going to get alerts that are going to say the flight went up $40. And then you're going to get another alert that says the flight went down $20. And there'll be a little note that'll say, wait till next week or 2 weeks from now, the price should drop by, say, $100 or $200. That's the way to get good airfares if you have the time to wait. And I think I told you the story that we were going on a big group vacation, and the flights to where we were going were like $900 a person. But we were watching it 7-8 months in advance, and we wound up getting those flights for $486 or $482. But we saved a considerable amount of money because we did it in advance, and we waited to see what was going to happen. So that's one good way to travel on a budget, and that is to watch your flights. The other way is try to travel off-season. A lot of destinations, even though it's off-season for them, the weather is still good. And stay away from anywhere around any of the holidays. I don't care if it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Easter. Stay away from that week and the weeks around it because they assume that people are traveling then, and that's when the rates are higher, both at the hotels and also at the airfare. So it's always really good to just plan in advance and pick out those dates. I had somebody yesterday that wants to go away from in April, right around the time of Good Friday and Palm Sunday, and I tried to explain to them that the rates are going to be very high. And, I saw it online I can get it for under $5,000. And then again, we've talked about booking online. It doesn't. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't include the taxes. It doesn't include the resort fees. There's a hidden fee in there for a booking fee. So when you get all the way to the end, you're not really saving any money. And the other thing is, if the hotel is sold out and you're going to get bumped, the online travel agencies are the first ones to get bumped to another hotel, or they just tell you we're sold out. Sorry. So you got to be very careful with that. So when you really want to travel on a budget, have some different dates in mind. Give me a call, give me some dates, and let me work with those dates and the time. Sometimes it's if you can fly, later in the day rather than first thing in the morning, and coming home the same thing. If you don't mind taking a flight that's earlier in the day instead of waiting till 3 or 4 o'clock, we can probably get you better rates. And of course, there's also classes. There's the economy class, there's basic economy, there's premium economy, and then of course first class. But budget travel can still be done if you take enough time in advance to put the plan together. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. This is Joe Leo with this week's Travel Minute from the JBL Travel Group, and I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.
Thanks, Joe. You've been listening to the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, winner of the 2024 Magellan Awards of Excellence. Each week, Joe takes you through the ins and outs of the travel industry and gives you ideas about travel that you never even thought about. If you're looking to take a trip, book a cruise, or a special event, then reach out to Joe Leo at JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. This hour of the show is brought to you by JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio, an organizer for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise every year in May, where we go island hopping around the Caribbean. JBL Travel Company specializes in cruises and all-inclusive resorts for family vacations, group travel, destination weddings, and honeymoons for over 10 years. You should always take the Tiki Man's advice and travel with somebody you know. Reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. Make sure you check out the JBL Travel Minute every Sunday at noon on Tiki Man Radio. During Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, you'll learn something new every week. That's JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. MFG Records Tropical Division is a big supporter of Tiki Man Radio and live cam for Tropical Country on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. They're also sponsor for the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound. If you want to take your music to the next level, reach out to MFG Records, music for grownups, and Dave Sines and Beth Travers will take care of you. MFG Records, the official record label of Tiki Man Radio. Goaltending services, our good friends Gypsy Travels will take you out to the sandbars of the Florida Keys. It's time to get off the bar stools and get on another bar, a sandbar, with Gypsy Travels and GTS Charters. And now with Goaltending Services Outfitters, you can get the equipment you need, you can get the apparel you need, grab you some drinks and some souvenirs. That's Goaltending Services, the elite place to be if you're going to a sandbar or being on the water in the Florida Keys. Reach out to them today. Goaltending Services. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. Make sure you visit the newly opened Goaltending Outfitters upstairs from the Hurricane Hole Restaurant at the dock. GTS Charters and Goaltending Outfitters. There's no better place to be in the Florida Keys.
Zips up as the sun goes down. Life's a beach in this seaside town. Shrimp on the barbie, beers in the fridge. The sky's ablaze, the tikis are lit. There's a fall over paradise. Just you and I under those tropical skies. Clear blue water reflects in your eyes. There's a fall over paradise. Old salted dog living high on the hog. Got my toes on the nose and my head's in the clouds. Lime, lemon, some tonic and gin. Toss me my boat and going right back in. There's a full moon over paradise. Just you and I under skies. Clear blue water reflects in your eyes. There's a fall over paradise. Gentle breezes in the air, music and laughter, baby, everywhere. Sound of the surf lapping at your feet. I'm strolling along on this lazy beach. Something about the sound of the surf, something about the key lime desert. The moon goes bright on the water tonight. We'll steal a kiss when the moment's right. 'Cause there's a full moon over paradise. Just you and I under those tropical skies. Clear blue water reflects in your eyes. There's a full there's a full moon. There's a full moon over paradise.
Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man and his conductors every Monday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio. Ed and Pat and the conductors bring in local artists from around the Indiana area, have live interviews. The train leaves at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time live on Tiki Man Radio. Come over and join the fun. Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
From the California hills to the Carolina skies, New Orleans rain and Georgia pines. We drive all through the night, through our weary eyes, to see the smiles along the way. Coast to coast, there's a reason that we drive. Coast to coast, sing our lullabies. Tomorrow you'll be home, we'll be down the road. So we'll leave our little songs, take your smiles along, leave a little love behind. It's the people that we find in our hearts and in our minds. We never really have to say goodbye. Here's to the memories and all the best of times, until we see you by and by. Coast to coast, there's a reason that we drive. Coast to coast, sing our lullabies. Tomorrow you'll be home, and we'll be down the road. So we'll leave our little songs, take your smiles along, leave a little love behind. night is through and we pack up these old songs, realize as we head down the road, it's not how many breaths you take, it's the feeling of a summer day and the moments that take your breath away. Coast to coast, there's a reason that we drive coast to coast. Sing our lullabies, tomorrow you'll be home, and we'll be down the road, so we'll leave our little songs. Take your smiles along, leave a little love behind. Coast to coast, coast to coast, coast to coast.
And radio. Okay, we're all here at Rasta's in Cozumel, and we all want to give a big shout out to Tiki Man Radio. Woo!
They head south for the winter, arriving alive down I-95, looking for the big adventure in the land of the tropical life. Some of them come with their family and friends, some of them come for the big convention, all of them come with their money to spend. Guess that's why I'm still here, 'cause it's a vacation situation. Been waiting for this all year, drinking rum in the sun and having lots of fun. They don't wanna ever leave here. I've been practicing doing nothing, hoping that I'll never get done. Sitting out here on the back porch, just singing to the setting sun. I came here once for vacation, couldn't figure out how to leave. Fell in love with the big old ocean, the way that it surrounded me. And it's a vacation situation. I've been around here for years, drinking lots of rum, soaking up the sun. I don't wanna ever leave here. Did you hear the other day about the shark out in the bay that took a bite out of a man's pontoon? And they say the hurricane, it's a coming this way. There'll be a flash flood real soon. Don't forget the mail, the postcard of the whale, the mouse and the Looney Tune. If you're not here to stay, you'll wanna leave by me, 'cause it gets so damn hot in June. And it's a vacation situation. Been doing this all year, drinking rum in the sun and having lots of fun. I don't wanna ever leave here. Vacation situation. I've been around here for years, drinking lots of rum and soaking up the sun. I don't wanna
Ever leave here. T. Scott, Vacation Situation.
Not going anywhere. I'm here to stay.
I'm here to stay. Sounds like me in Costa Rica. Looking forward to Costa Rica for sure. I could use some R&R.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah.
I want to see the monkeys and the volcano and the sloths.
Yeah. Now, if you're watching on your phone, okay, all you have to do is exit out of the chat, and then you can hit the like button, and then you hit the chat button, and you're right back in. We just need one more. Our producer, Monica, who is always listening, is on it this morning. John.
Yeah, she's like, come on.
John said,
John
I'm back.
said, come on.
Well, hit the like button, John.
Hit the like button, John.
Come on in here. Hit that like button.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Give us 40. Give us 40.
Yeah, we just need one more. We really need two. There's always that one person out there, maybe, if they're mad at us or whatever. You never know. You might get an unlike, and it takes one away. There's nothing worse than an unlike.
Give us one more. Give us one more.
Oh, me. So, yes, B-Man and Michelle, they do have their Tuesday on the Island this week. And so they'll be doing that. We don't have a replay to play is what I meant to say. And let's see here. Yeah, so they're going to be going to...
they're going to the VA in Miami.
Yeah, and they're going to Orlando May the 30th. Okay, I got you. So... There may be a couple weeks there. What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I
What?
don't know.
Who the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know.
Just popped up.
All right, so if you're new to the chat, we don't do politics here, and we don't do religion. So not sure who that is, but anyway, we don't do any of that at Tiki Man Radio.
Positive vibes.
Positive vibes only. Okay, so please refrain from doing that or you'll be blocked from the YouTube chat. So that'll be an unlike, I guess. But anyway, let's see here. So we got about 40 minutes, I guess, and then we're gonna do the drawing. Now, who all's out in the chocolate bar that Mike could help me with something? Kevin has arrived.
Oh.
Kevin!
Yeah, so what I need is what I forgot to do.
There he is. He's coming up.
Well, what I forgot to do, I got all the drivers in a bowl over here in the corner, okay? Mm-hmm. What I do need is, like, how many of us they are, so I need 1 through whatever, so we can draw who goes first. You know what I'm saying? So... just write them on a piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever. And
we got to draw for our seed.
Yeah, I forgot to do that part.
Yes.
If y'all could work on that in the next 30 minutes, that'd be great. It's my fault I forgot to do that.
Are you limited to just one driver?
No.
It just goes around again and
Yeah.
again until they're all used up.
Yeah. So you can have as many drivers as you want. $5 a piece, but everybody gets a shot until nobody wants any more, and so on and so on. So there we go.
Somebody says Michelle says I see 40 now.
All right. Thank you. Hey, that's great. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So we'll do that, and so we got the. What do you got cooking there for the party there, Hippie Chick?
I got turkey black bean chili.
Very
and let's see, we got some crystals left because Mo brought some crystals.
There's no such thing as one crystal.
And Larissa's bringing back something. And she went home to go cook something or heat up something, and she's bringing back something. I don't know.
41.
There's stuffed
Hey, there's Kevin.
There you go.
Hey.
Do I? Ooh, 58 barbecue. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
and Kevin brought 58 barbecue. Well, wonderful.
Hey, we got 41, so thank you for that. That's nice. Appreciate it. That helps us out. A lot of people are like, why is the like so important? Because YouTube changed their whole thing and kind of moved away from subscribers, and it's more about views, as it should have been all along, I guess. But you got to have so many views to be monetized. We are monetized, but of course we never get monetized because we play a lot of music. So it's just not worth the hassle. The whole point is that you guys can watch the show. It's more about our sponsors and you guys, and you can go back and watch it. Right?
That's exactly right.
The good old days when we just did radio before we got into television.
Right.
Man, we come down here in our pajamas, hair all messed up.
Yeah.
Bloody Marys were better back then. It's like, yeah, give me one of them Bloody Marys.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on? You guys got anything going on in your show this week?
Nothing special lined up. No, I don't believe. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, we got to play Manalo's new song.
I got Manalo. Yeah, we got Manalo's debut single. So yeah, we got that and I know we were talking to an artist. I'm not sure if it's this Wednesday or not. So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Lou manages the schedule.
I got you. Well,
I put the show together. She schedules everything. So.
Well, John Beck had said, is it okay if we stay coming back? I'm like, well, listen, I'll have to talk to my activity planner about that. I don't know if there's anything going on, and she freaks out if I tell her at the last minute, if the sheets need to be washed.
Yeah.
But as long as he's bringing Maddie, we're okay.
I love Maddie.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to talk to you two about how that all happened. I'm not real sure.
Yeah, I know.
Her being your daughter and all, John bringing her here for me to meet her. I'm just saying, I think that whole situation is a little weird.
I thought it was like, oh my God, she's like me, only younger. I mean, it's like, are you my daughter?
Did they clone you and you not know it?
It's wild. I mean, it's so wild. It's wild.
Right.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
There we go. I had to remove a message there on YouTube. So
good deal.
Let's see here. So the race. I've been watching it all week, and it's you got the duels at Daytona, and you got the truck race, the ARCA race, qualifying. You got all this stuff going on. It's been a pretty good week so far. I mean, can't really tell who's going to be who's like got the fastest car yet or nothing, because they hide a lot of that. They try to qualify well so they can say yeah we got fast engines, but they don't want you to know how fast they are.
Well, in a restrictor plate race, it don't matter.
It's true. Anybody can win the Daytona 500.
Yeah, it does not matter.
16? I don't know. I don't know. You have to count. I don't know. I got 4 in here.
And how many more is coming at one?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, this used to be one of our biggest parties of the year, but it's hard.
It's dwindled down.
It's dwindled down because people.
Well, the neighbors who used to come.
Yeah.
They've got their own big palace now.
Well, my buddy Mark and I watched races together for 15 years.
Yeah.
Not just that race. We'd watch all of them.
Yeah.
Anytime there was a race on, we watched it. Now his wife, who hates me, plans trips out of town. If there's a big event going on, they're like, well, listen. And she won't tell Mark, right? She'll just plan it and say, we're going out of town to Florida, or we're doing this, we're doing that, or, we're going to a butterfly farm in South Carolina or something. Something more important than any event at the Tiki Bar.
I believe it's 1 o'clock, Donna. Is it 1 o'clock?
1:30.
1:30?
1:30. Well, that's when it starts. The broadcast.
The broadcast starts.
Yeah.
1:30.
I think they moved the
start time up like 2 o'clock.
The singing of the anthem and all that stuff, and
all that pre-race jazz.
Pre-race stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Wow, 43. Wow, that's a record for us. Thank you.
Crazy.
But the race is hopefully it'll get in. It could be a washout for all I know. And it's not uncommon for them to have to do it on Monday or something if it's too much of a rain.
So if they even start it and they have got 6 or 10 laps or 100 laps or whatever it is, do they start it at that particular point if they have to move it up, move it down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll race. Rain comes, they stop.
And if they get more than halfway, it's a race. It's done.
Now, if it looks they can call it. They don't like to do that, but they especially the biggest event of the year.
That's how few of them have won.
Yeah. The biggest event of the year. I mean, if it's going to be like raining until Thursday, they're like, all right, hell, let's get out of here. But they don't. And lateness. If it's 10 o'clock at night. Because I have stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning watching the race at Daytona finish.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Because I said it earlier in our pre-video. I grew up in a house that, if you said Super Bowl, it's like, hell, boy, that just means the Daytona 500's next week.
Yep.
No big deal. Super Bowl for me is different. I don't really have a team. I don't get into NFL.
We're not NFL fans. We'll root for whoever.
Well, I like college football.
Yeah.
And once my team is knocked out, I don't care anymore.
Right.
So that's just the way it is. Racing is all year long. You can always pull for your driver. You always got, and your driver can always win. So it's a little different for me.
So who are you pulling for today?
Well, I'm a big Chase Elliott fan.
Yes.
I'd like to see him do well. But there's this whole business about, there's been some controversy this week. So they're coming to the white flag. And for those of you, I feel like nobody knows this but me. But so if you're coming to the white flag, once you take the white flag, if the caution comes out, that's the end of the race. You just go back around and the driver, it freezes the field.
Right.
And the driver, comes around, takes the checker flag, and the race is over. Okay. But you got to take the white flag.
Right.
So, Parker Kligerman, who is one of the nicest guys in the garage, he's also one of the announcers.
Okay.
But he's always been a race car driver. Wins the race, the truck race. I think it was Thursday night. Now, they threw the caution, so they're coming to the white flag, and there's this huge wreck behind them. And from here to the chocolate bar is the white flag. They throw the caution.
Oh.
Now, they're going, 160, 70 miles an hour in those trucks, so we're talking about a second or two. All right? And he beats the other truck driver to the line. Goes up, celebrates. They do the whole interview and everything, and all this stuff. And the next day, you wake up and they have disqualified him because his truck was too low.
Too low. Okay.
So he can appeal that, and he feels like he's going to appeal it. But you should never go through the whole trophy process and all that stuff, and then
and all that.
You get a text message next morning and said, "Well, you finished second."
And all that stuff's checked pre-race.
They go through I'm very rigorous
pre-race inspection.
So if you pass pre-race inspection. And then after the race, you're now,
things happen during a race that, affects different things, and
you're not allowed to change anything on that truck.
And it ain't like you can make those kinds of changes in the pits because you have an official right there in your stall watching you. So and you only have seconds to do it anyway. If you
right, how are you going to lower a truck?
They barely got time to do a track bar adjustment.
I know. I mean, they got 10 seconds to do a 4-tire pit stop.
Yeah,
right. The official is standing there at every vehicle that's going through the pits.
Yep, they have an official in every stall.
Right. I mean, if you make sure they got all the wheels on and all this stuff, they're tightened up, they're not going to fall off and all this stuff. And
right.
All this stuff, but I just thought that sucked. And then the bush race, I call it the bush race. It's really the Xfinity race. As old school as I am. Again, they're coming to the white flag, and there it is. 2 seconds. We're going to, and they throw the caution again. This time, he beats him to the line, but it goes by where the caution light came on.
Right.
So when the caution came out, he was 2 inches behind the guy, but he beat him to the line. We're talking within 2 seconds here. It's absolutely stupid to throw that caution light that close to the flag stand. Because once the leaders go through, you hit the caution. Right. And then it's the same thing. Everything's going to happen. Nobody else is going to be driving. Nobody else is going to be doing anything or whatever.
Well, then the problem you're going to have is the people running back in the field are going to will be in the same position as the leaders when they were,
Well, they're on fire. They're everything back there.
They're all just the first losers. Yeah. They're the first losers. They would say
it doesn't matter. What they say is that they don't want people driving through the wrecked cars to try to get to the line. But again, we're talking 2 seconds. They're still spinning. They're not stopped yet and don't even know where they're at, where the track is. It's irrelevant. So they should not do that when it's that close. They're on the back stretch, sure.
Let's talk about race car driver names, okay?
Okay.
Like Allmendinger.
AJ.
Hey, this is AJ
Allmendinger. He can't be anything else but a race car driver with that name. Allmendinger.
He used to have they did sound bites. I used to listen to Sirius XM radio NASCAR when I was traveling all the time, and they'd have these shows throughout the day. And he had this commercial on there, and they'd say, "Hey, this is AJ Allmendinger." I messed my name up. Let me do that again.
That was funny.
As a joke, because nobody can pronounce his name most of the time.
I was just like, this wall button.
This wall button. We're going to get that Caterpillar 22 up there.
And I could not ever figure out that, him and Jeff are brothers, grew up together, and one has a big-time accent, and the other one doesn't. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
It's just weird.
B-Mannon's in the chat here writing a song about NASCAR.
No right turns?
No. He's saying race car song is, and they're off. And they go around and around and around and around and around and around and around.
That's like
and wait a minute for the chorus or the bridge section, and we have a crash. And we got to clear up, and then around and around and around and around
and around. What is that song about?
There was a comedian that used to do that. He'd be like, watching NASCAR. He goes, all right, they're off. Left turn, left turn, left turn.
There are no right turns. Unless you're on the road race.
People that have gotten in a car and went around the track, I think, Flaz, you did that once. You get it a little bit of how dangerous and how fast it is on that track, and you ain't doing nothing of what the real drivers are doing.
Even though there's somebody in front of you keeping you from going any faster, it is really, you're moving down that.
They are moving.
Yeah, and
over 200 miles.
That is on my bucket list.
And you don't even realize that the track is banked because you're just looking
it just
forward.
Goes like this.
It just.
Well, some of those tracks you can tell because they're going around the corners and they look like you can see the roof of the car.
Well, here comes Mo.
So it just depends what track you go to. They have more serious banking. That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Bob lived on turn 5. Let's see. Donna says Bob lived.
Bobsled Bob?
Yeah, he lived on turn 5.
Lived in
and
turn 5.
when
yeah.
they went to Embry, I can't. Embry Riddle. He could see the track from the roof of his mobile home in Daytona.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was telling Julie that they're coming to Austin for the Echo Park.
Crazy.
Echo Park.
Is it true they all wear Depends?
Oh, God. I think some of them will do. Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Turn that up. It's directional. Not a lot of people think it's up and down, but
talk to the front of it.
Turn it straight up so you can talk right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Hello.
Hello, Mo.
Hello, Mo.
Mo in the house. What's up?
So,
And the crowd goes wild.
just like yesterday, I swear. So y'all were talking about the race car and all that. Okay, so we did NASCAR Hall of Fames in Charlotte, and they took us there the other day.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's if you ever go, honestly, get there when they open and don't leave till they close.
Yeah.
There's that much to see and do. I've been there twice now. I still hadn't seen it all.
I'd love to go.
But they have a simulator. Of course, I'm going to do it. Holy God.
And these are actual real cars, right?
Real cars.
Yeah.
And, they assign you a car, and you get in there, and the guy's talking, and they start your engine, all that stuff. And then you're racing against the other people. There was like 11 of us. Okay, and if you crash, it starts all. You just get a new car and pit row and start over. I was so traumatized, I don't even want to drive anymore. I mean, people were spinning out in front of me, and I was crashing into Richard Petty. I was like, "Stop it, y'all! I'm just trying to drive."
It's pretty fascinating. I saw a documentary on it, and they're real cars. You get in them, and the simulator is inside of it.
That's just cool.
It's not like you go to the gaming place and you sit down in the seat.
No,
this is a real car.
The crew chief is talking to you.
Yeah,
that's
like, and you can feel people bumping you, and they're like, "Get off my ass!"
So is that one that's set up where you have to hit the clutch and you have to manually shift and all that?
Oh, it's a paddle.
Oh, it's paddle shifting.
And you got to do both feet. I mean, I can't tell you how much wall I took out or how bad my car looked when I got done, because I was on gas going straight at that wall, and a guy came up to me, one of the staff people, going, "Take your foot off the gas." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Hit that button and get a new car.
You went too far.
I was all up in those. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed. I couldn't even drive for like 2 days after that. It was just so stressful.
Do you like racing?
In what way?
Well, it's a pretty straightforward question.
Well, she came to your party, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people come here just for the party. They don't like racing.
I got $10 I need to burn.
There you go.
She's addicted to gambling. See, it's not the racing.
That's it.
No, I mean,
she hangs around Uncle Alex.
I understand the sport. I have lived in a city where they have it often, and you can go to the race, and it's not. I mean, people live for the crashes and the pit road. Oh my God, pit road. Whew.
Now, that's one thing that I have done.
It is impressive.
In the fan experiences was do the tire changing. They had contests where you could do the tire changing. And let me tell you what, it is hard to hit 5 lug nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fast and put them back on.
They have those set up there too, right? You can do the tire.
We did that. Well, we did the pit crew. So I jacked the car up. My partner, my partner put the gas in off and put the car down and back off.
Yeah,
it was yeah.
I went with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, he did semi tires for a living, so a car tire was easy, and he did that in a competition and actually scored up to where they put his name on a list to where he could possibly be called to go try out for a team.
They recruit athletes to do those jobs. I mean,
they got football players. Nowadays they recruit them right out of college.
Yeah, big guys.
Yeah, huge.
They want somebody.
Those
strong.
tires are.
Those tires are heavy.
Well, you just think about the fuel tank. How many gallons of fuel's in that fuel tank?
Holding that big fuel tank up.
The races.
Oh my God! I don't know how they do it.
Races are won and lost in the pits.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. Well, and the wrecks don't help.
And they're truly a team, and to see how those guys work out, and they train and train and train. Mm-hmm. It's impressive.
I've had a pit row pass before. It's fascinating at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
I'd love to be able to get to the pits.
With a friend of mine was a TV personality, and she said, "You want to go?" I said, "Yeah,
of course."
And not Richard Petty, which is Kyle Petty.
Kyle Petty.
Is that the pretty one?
He is not pretty.
I don't think
he's
Kyle
just got the long
ponytail. He's just got a long.
I'm sorry, you didn't see him when I did. He was pretty.
He was pretty back in the day.
Well, I saw him in the day. Anyway,
he was pretty bad.
That was a fun experience being in pit row.
I always liked Richard Petty.
I've been there, and
he's great.
I worked for this company where we would have pit passes. We would be there for the whole weekend and all this stuff. So be in the garage and all that. And I was down in the pits behind the wall with our car, and got hit in the knee with a lug nut.
Oh, that
and I'll
explains
tell you,
a lot.
oh my God, that hurt for 6 months.
I bet it did.
I'm like, okay, that's it. I'll never be a part of the road crew or the pit crew.
The best place to be is up in the condos. That's the best place to be.
Well, see, we had those. We had boxes in Talladega and Atlanta.
Well, I had boxes, but no.
And, but I didn't like those because I couldn't smell and hear and all that. I like to be in the stands.
I was in Felix Sabatis. Felix Sabatis?
Yeah.
Felix Sabatis. There was only 3 condos at the time. But when I was an athletic director, well, that was because I knew somebody else. But athletic director, people would just give me tickets to anything, and that was like in the box. It was Jeff Gordon's box.
Oh,
that's a little man right there.
He's a lot of them.
He is petite.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. I was like, damn.
He used to do those. A lot of the stars would do the milk commercial when milk does the body good. Whatever, you'd have the milk on your lip.
Yeah.
And Jeff Gordon has no upper lip, by the way. And
well, it worked for me that day.
my dad would always say, "Well, there goes milk lip up there." Yeah. All right, let's take care of our weekly lineup here.
Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Sundays, it's the big show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time. Streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. After the big show, it's Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Michelle, recorded live from Key West. Later that afternoon, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Rick the Stick. You never know where he's going to pop up. On the road with Rick the Stick, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Island Time every Sunday. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Tuesday at noon, it's Surfs Up with Callie McCool and the student crew. Tiki Man Radio's internship from Antioch High School in California. The kids are learning how to produce and do their own show. Compliments of Tiki Man Radio. It's the Lunchbox Special with Surfs Up every Tuesday at noon Eastern Island Time. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou, streaming live on the MFG Tropical Live Cam from the Legends Studio in Ottawa, Tennessee from 7 to 9 p.m. Friday starting at 7 p.m. It's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun.
Key West has a brand new brew pub, and you're going to love what they have brewing on their menu. That's right, the Blast Beer Company's southernmost pint brew pub, located at 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open 7 days a week from noon until 10 p.m. Offers handcrafted beer and made-to-order signature food dishes. On tap are 3 of their signature beers, the Southernmost Pint Golden Ale, the Save the Day IPA, and the Hazy Lady New England IPA, and many other tasty handcrafted beers brewed on-site right here in Key West. And if you're not a beer drinker, don't worry, as they have available on their menu wine and other adult beverages and booze-free drinks. While enjoying a pint or two, check out their amazing menu of small fare items made to order that include local favorites, guac and chips, and Mexican esquites street corn. And their delicious main course items, Caribbean chicken salad, and trade wind meatballs. Stop in and enjoy one of their tastings of 4 different beer offerings of your choice. Or just enjoy a pint or two while taking in the aromas of beer being brewed on site and relaxing inside their brew pub atmosphere. Better yet, soak up the wonderful Key West weather and enjoy one of their handcrafted beers while hanging out on their great outdoor patio with music videos, movies, and sports games. Come by and watch your favorite team play on the biggest screen around. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brew Pub, located at 522 Front Street here in Key West. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer 1 barrel at a time.
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval. Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
Every day you live a life so full of hope. Shouldn't drag your soul around you like a length of rope. You remember everything you thought your life would be. Well, it's falling through the cracks of ancient history. Whoa. This is something that I never, something that I never had. Whoa, this is something that I never, something that I never had. Tell you what I've heard. The wheels are falling off, the wheels are falling off the road. Friday night and everything is a-okay. We are living like we've always known a different way. We're taking all the different roads before I go. It'll bring you back around to the one you know. Whoa, this is something that I never, something that I never had. Whoa, this is something that I never, something that I never had. Tell you what I've heard. The wheels are falling off, the wheels are falling off the road. The wheels are falling off the road. The wheels are falling off the This is something that I never, something that I never had. Tell you what I've heard. The wheels are falling off, the wheels are falling off the road. The wheels are falling off the road. The wheels are falling off the world.
Hey everybody, this is Maddie Beck hanging out here at Tiki Man Radio, escaping the white, cold north of Michigan, trying to get some warmth while I'm down here. Just gonna hang out and have some fun and see what could possibly go wrong.
I've been a rat race run along as I recall. I'm sick of playing the game, thinking of chucking it all and moving down to the islands where the weather's hot. The people are crazy, but the stress level's not. I wanna be a bartender, far away from the race. Spend my days on a beach in some tropical place. I wanna be a bartender, pouring whiskey and beer, serving all my new friends, watching their problems disappear. This tie around my neck is simply choking off the air, but it serves to remind me just how little I care about my boss and his business. Man, I could use some fun, a frosty cold margarita and a place in the sun. I wanna be a bartender, far away from the race, spend my days on a beach in some tropical place. I wanna be a bartender, pouring whiskey and beer, serving all my new friends, watching their problems disappear. I found a way to be happy. I just passed life's biggest test. I packed my beach towel, baby. I'm heading to Key West. I'm a bartender, far away from the race. I spend my days on this beach in this tropical place. Now I'm a bartender, pouring whiskey and beer, serving all my new friends, watching their problems disappear. Steve, you want a shot of whiskey? Tequila for Kevin. Wanna be a bartender.
One of my favorite tunes, McGuffey Lane. Tried like hell to get an interview with them.
Hey, drinks for everybody. Jerry, get us.
B-Man was going to set that up, but he forgot. So I quit bringing it up.
Yeah, he's got his McGuffey Lane T-shirt he wears at the showcase sometimes.
I almost wore mine today.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever worn it on the show, but I will.
Yeah, you need to.
But, I was looking at some of the comments. Man, 44 likes. Thank you so much for that. That helps us out a lot. But I saw a comment from our producer, Monica, who is always listening. And she said the Daytona 500 is always the official kickoff of spring. And that's kind of what we used to do here. Mm-hmm. It was our first, coming out of the cold and,
that's right.
March is around the corner and
That's
things
right.
start changing and turning green again and all that kind of stuff. And
You have to mow the grass again.
now, back in the day, yeah, we got to mow the grass again, which I enjoy. I like mowing the grass. But the back in the day, long before the chocolate bar days and stuff, when we just had the tiki bar, and people would drag coolers through the mud to get out to the tiki bar to watch the Daytona 500. It was a special time, and I'm glad I was able to enjoy that back then.
Yes.
People are a little spoiled now, but we are. And we had the 25-inch flat screen TV.
Yeah, yeah.
That weighed 914 pounds.
Yeah.
And a
I
little
got pictures of that.
little 13-inch on top of it. That was our picture-in-a-picture. And we were just happy as hell sitting there drinking beer watching the race.
That's right. That's right.
The good old days.
The good old days.
And somebody mentioned earlier about if you think riding with Michelle, Michelle is different. You should ride a bike with her. And that's true. Now, first of all, I have the utmost respect for Michelle. I think she's beautiful. I think she's smart. I think she's intelligent. I think she's all of that. But if she's in charge of where we're going on a bicycle, you better hold on, okay? Because we're going to take a right here, we're going to take a left here, and she's not, what we normally do is go down the one-way street the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because it's a shorter way to get to where we want to get.
Way.
Not her, no. We're going to turn right here, and then we're going to go all the way around the cemetery, and we're going to go down to an alleyway we've never been before. Somehow or another, we end up in the same spot. But if she is very determined, right? If she's coming through an intersection, the cars better stop. Because she's not going to.
I love it.
You know, but it is an adventure. I love it, though. I love her to death. And
I'm taking up the rear, and I'm like, I don't trust none of y'all. and y'all keep crossing the street with the cars coming this way, and I'm like, I don't trust any of y'all. So I'm like, I'm like watching both. I'm like, I'm not going just because y'all went, because y'all will get me killed.
Well, B-Man is also one of the nicest people I meet, so he'll feel sorry for you and hang back, you know, so you don't get lost.
He does. He hangs back with me.
I'm just trying to keep up with Michelle. I'm pedaling as fast as I can.
I ain't doing it.
She's a woman on a mission.
She's a woman on a mission, you know. Oh, me. Well, it's almost time for the Daytona 500. If you're coming to the party, we're going to start drawing, and we got names. Hopefully, we got the numbers cut out. I believe we got that already taken care of.
Yes.
Where are those Goldens? Are they coming?
No, they were up in...
yeah, they're not coming. They're coming. They're in Maryville or something.
Maryville. They were at a show last night in Maryville.
And my buddy Mark that I watched races with for 15 years, he's down in Florida because that's his wife hates me. And so they plan trips out of town whenever I out of it. I believe they wait for me to put it on the Tiki Bar site so they'll go and
They
plan.
know exactly what dates to plan.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the Daytona 500 party is coming up again for the last 23 years. Let's go to Florida. Yeah, that's how that works. But whatever. I'm over it.
You're over it.
There's a point where you just got to move on with your life. Oh.
3 times. Oh, I said you're not over it. You mentioned it 3 times.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for Sunday Mornings with a Tiki Man, and being a part, allowing us to be part of your Sunday, and all the likes, 44 likes, everybody tuning in around the world today. That's fantastic. Make sure you check out all these shows. No Tuesday on the Island replay today, but they will be one next week because they're doing theirs
Tuesday on the Island
Tuesday, and he'll send it to me, and we'll be able to play it next week.
Is 44 likes a record?
You know, I think it is a record.
I think
I'd have
it's
to
a
go
record.
Back. We, 45. We just got 45.
Woo.
All right.
So and the crowd went wild. There we go.
Yay!
Isn't that something else?
Yeah, it's awesome. So thank you so much for being a part of it, and tune in to all these other shows. I have no idea if Rick's doing a show, so you just have to wait for him to post whether he is or not. So
Patty said, "Yep, 100%." I don't know if that.
No.
Let's see. What is it?
That was before the question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, but tomorrow I do know we've got the Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man and his conductors, 6:00. Crown Point, Indiana. They always have a great time, and I'm glad they're feeling better. They was really under the weather there for a while. Everybody was.
Yeah.
Have y'all had that going on over there? You didn't bring anything over here, did you, Mo?
Oh, I brought it in January.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
No problem.
No, it sure was windy last night, wasn't it?
Boy.
I thought it was going to blow
My
away.
house faces that wind, and I mean, it was pushing on the house.
Yeah.
It was windy driving up here today. It was a two-hander all day.
A two-hander.
That's what she said.
I'm swerving and weaving and zigging and zagging, but I'm on the road.
It was kind of scary, those trucks around.
Who were you driving with?
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for everything you do. You do a lot for us, so thank you. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But now it's time for us to get on out of here and let you get on with your day. Make sure you start your day the positive way with some island vibes, for God's sakes. All right? Turn off the negativity and turn on the positivity. That song earlier,
Rick is doing a show.
Reefer is in the air. The whole world needs to take a toke and calm down. That's what it is.
I know that's right.
I don't encourage it, but I think in this case, the whole world needs to take a toke and calm the hell down.
I encourage it all day.
Anyway.
Well, like we said back in the day, take a chill pill.
That's right. We'll be back next week with another edition of Sunday Mornings with a Tiki Man. See ya.
See ya.
So long, my friends, farewell, goodbye. I'd love to stay and play and sing for a while, but it's time to hit the road. Say goodbye, so long, farewell, bye-bye. Andy!
Goodbye to my friends, I'm glad you were here. It's time for us to go and get another beer. I like to see your smiling faces again, so goodbye, my friends, bye-bye.
So long, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being a part of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. We're going to roll you back to the base, so if it sounds a little funny or if your app stops working, just hit refresh and everything will be fine. Have a great day, everybody.